it is real. Say what you want, say what you feel. Ain't nobody really gon' keep it is real. Like you, like you, like you, like you, like you, like you, like me. Say what you want, say what you feel. Ain't nobody really gon' keep it is real. Faded nature, faded nature. Say what you want, say what you feel. Ain't nobody really gon' keep it is real. Faded nature, faded nature. Say what you want, say what you feel. Ain't nobody really gon' keep it is real.
What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good? It's your boy Third Degree. I'm in the house. Welcome to Drop Your 3 Cent. I'm a little solo today, man. Where's the crew? Oh, Tish, you good? Mic check 1 2 1 2. All right, hey. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
We good. I'm here.
Good. Nice to see you. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
It's been a long ass week, but I'm gonna tell you like this though. Friday today went by really quick. You know,
it did.
I looked up and I was like, "Damn, it's showtime." I'm glad it's right. Yeah, me too. What's up, Jessica? What's up, Connie? I see you guys in the comments. Make sure you guys are hitting the like, share button. Make sure you're hitting the like, share, subscribe. Man, how's your day?
Long, like you said.
Pause.
Friday breeze through. But yeah, but whatever. I ain't a man. I can say whatever I want.
Right. No, I feel you on that. I feel you.
You said it. Yeah, then I have to say something. But no, it's been good. It's been good. Ready to see how this feedback goes. Okay, let me see. Because I'm having mic issues for real. But I'm ready to see how this.
Hold on. Mic check. It ain't me. So it may be something on your end you might have to turn down if you have it on two separate things.
I'm gonna turn
mic check. I think I'm good now. You there?
Okay.
Are you freezing up?
Can you hear me?
Of all days, man, it must be the ghost of OJ. You don't want to talk about this.
Whatever.
You're kind of freezing.
I don't have nothing bad to say.
Right. So I feel you. Right. Man. Well, Quez will be here momentarily. He's running on CP time. You know how niggas do.
That's okay.
Right. And before we get started though, I got to shout you out. Hold on a sec, Tish, because I like what you're doing. And I need that video. I need that video that you sent me of your live scan. So for those that don't know, a lot of us, we have businesses, we have side hustles that we do. I am a musician, a rapper / actor / songwriter / whatever, podcast host, businessman. Tisha, she's a businesswoman. She has her degrees in psychology, saying she does live notary and live scanning. Quez, him and his queen, they own a travel business together and they do marketing. Queen D does, she sells hair and she sells tortillas on the side too. So I mean, we're all entrepreneurs over here.
I'm also an author and a life coach. Put that in there too.
Okay, author and life coach / / we're all getting it. So that's the whole point of this whole community. What we wanted to do is create the Drop Your 3 Cent community where we all come together. Anybody that got some type of talent, some type of business, whatever like that, we want to cultivate a community where we can all lean in and depend on each other and keep that dollar circulating amongst us. So if we have some that is a necessity to us, we could always lean on each other. Like, hey, if you need like a notary, you can hit up Tisha. Or if you need like a hot dish track or something like that, you can hit up me. Or if you need to travel to Belize or you need to travel to Bali, to get out of here, then you can hit up Quez. If you need some hair and some good tortillas for your tacos or burritos, then you can hit up D and Melvin.
Come for you, watch.
But let me shout this out real quick. So so pretty much Tisha's starting a business. It was like a woman business brunch thing.
Well, it's not actually a brunch. I just wanted to shout out business women today. And so I just wanted them to post their links, whether it be their websites or their Facebook like pages, just so we can all network. I am trying to see where this goes, because eventually, like I mentioned before, I wanted to do like a once a month women's business brunch and do stuff like that for us to network. And so that's what that was for. So it was low key a way to see how many people would participate. So if you haven't seen my post yet, or I have people who shared my post and posted it, go ahead and share your links to your pages. Give a little bit of a description of what your business is about. Even put in the comments on this show, because I'll go back and look. And then if you're interested, let me know, because I'm trying to put that together where once a month we get together. And it doesn't always have to be 100% business, just for like-minded people to get together.
Right. That's dope. I like it. You know what I'm saying? And we also got to shout out Quez, our very own, because he's actually speaking. He's speaking has a speaking engagement, right? It's like a boss up lunch in Marietta, Georgia. So if you're in Marietta, Georgia, make sure you go check it out. I think tickets might actually be sold out to that right about now, but a little bit later when he gets on, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? If there's still tickets available, but make sure if you're out there in Georgia, Atlanta, no, it's Fayetteville. I'm sorry, it's Fayetteville, Georgia. If you're in Fayetteville, Georgia, make sure you come out and you go support. You know, again, drop your 3 cent crew. We're doing big things over here.
That we are.
Right.
Trying to network and bring our community together amongst all the other things we do.
Yep. So if you guys are watching, make sure you guys hit the like, share button. We come in here, hit the like. Shout out to YouTube. We got some folks on YouTube watching. Shout out to Facebook. Shout out to Twitter. Shout out to Instagram. So wherever you're at, just make sure that you're liking and you're sharing. What's up, Amberly? How you doing? Make sure, again, hit the like, share button. Let's go ahead and let's get into some ratchetness a little bit, you know, while we kill some time and we wait for our other co-hosts to get in, because we have a lot to talk about today. So let's get into it. It's your boy Third Degree, and I'm back with more ratchet news. Well, kicking off ratchet news, man lights himself on fire outside the New York courthouse where Donald Trump's trial is taking place. Well, in the words of Caitlyn Bruce Jenner, good riddance. If he's a MAGA person like that, then yeah, we don't need more of him. So, moving on. Red Lobster is eyeing bankruptcy option after $11 million in losses from endless shrimp promotion. How did they lose money from endless shrimp? Well, yeah, man, maybe guilty. I know I went a few times, got me some endless shrimps. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I didn't mean to put him out of business like that, but moving on. Rapper Shine admits he took the fall for Diddy in the 1999 New York City nightclub shooting incident. That's crazy because that man did 10 years. And the person who got shot said the shooter was not Shine, it was Diddy. And she says she says and claims she's been saying this all along. But, you know, if this is true, that's sad because Shine did a dime for that dude. And, you know, but he's running for, you know, mayor or congressman of Belize, whatever he's doing out there, you know, shout out to Shine. Hold your head. Moving on.
How many drinks did you have today? I'm cool. I ain't drunk enough.
Up and coming rapper. Hey, she ain't even up and coming. This girl hot. I don't care. I'm on the train. Yeah, Glow. Well, anyway, body camera footage shows that Glorilla was arrested for DUI, I believe, out in Atlanta. You know what I mean? Hey, she's riding high. She had a good Club Shay Shay interview. She got singles with Meg Thee Stallion. She's doing her thing. She has good energy. She had a little mess up. You know, cut her some slack. Cut him some slack. Atlanta PD, get off the girl's back. Yeah, Glow. And if you need anything, holler at your boy. We need to collab and make some music. But anyway, holla. Anyway, moving on. Man, when Mike Epps said in Soul Man, F them kids. No, it wasn't F. It was Bernie Mac that said F them kids. I think Brian McKnight may have been taking that a little too personal because, according to him, his biological children are evil. I don't know what's going on with this dude, but he's been definitely disowning his biological children in hopes for his new family. But we'll probably talk about that in a future episode. But moving on. Adrian Broner tried to shoot his shot at rapper Coi Leray, and Coi Leray turned him down, and so because of that, he's responding, now look, the whole world knows I'm fighting at Hard Rock May 31st. I'm a marketing genius. Nah, bro, you corny. She knew you was corny and you got a shot down. And plus, you know, you've been known to get your ass whipped. So, hey, smart move by Coi Leray. Smart move. Moving on. Kanye West was named as a suspect in the battery report. Ye allegedly struck a man who grabs his wife Bianca Sensory, whatever, however you say her name, the one who looked and dressed like she's just wet all the time. I mean, Kanye, what do you think, man? You over-sexualize your wife. You have her walking around half naked like she just got out of a pool or something. What do you think? But on to his defense, he was not wrong because he's supposed to do what he's supposed to do and protect his wife. So, I don't care how she dressed. You ain't supposed to touch another man's wife. And if he struck him, hey, Kanye, you did your thing, man. So salute. But, cover your girl up. Moving on. Shout out to Ashanti and Nelly. Ashanti, 43, is expecting her first child. This is Nelly, I think, 4th. You know what I mean? But they broke up, got back together again. Now, look, they're starting a family. So salute. I don't care what any of the haters say. Do your thing. Country grammar, stand up. You know what I'm saying? Congrats to them. Pray that everything goes well. Moving on. Coon ass niggas making this show number 5. We got to talk about this. Moving on. Well, look at this. The brother finally decides to stand up like a man and throw down. Too bad he had to hide behind some leaks first. Anyway, Drake officially drops push-ups amid speculation the song was AI formed. And it's ill because last Saturday I posted up this. And I had Drake fans on my neck. Over like 100,000 recommendations, not recommendations, but account views just based off of this post alone. People say he's coming for Kendrick, he's better, he's top 5. People were coming out my neck. So then, I posted up this because we finally heard something from, like, literally like 2 hours after I did that post, he drops his diss track, but it was a leak. So we didn't know whether it was him or not or whatever. And it just took for him to today to actually stand on business and stand by it. So to all you Drake fans who came on me on my IG post, I only got a few words for you. Suck a fat yeah. Kendrick's going to light him up. Anyway, I love it. It's hip hop. So you guys still want to come for me? You know where I be at. Peace. Anyway, I'm your boy Third Degree, and that's been your Ratchet News. Yeah.
There's a lot going on in there, sir.
What did I do?
Nothing, because you just reporting what's all over social media, so you didn't do anything. But
okay.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in there. Yeah, someone had told me that wasn't Drake because I had posted it on my
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Excellent.
You posted it.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Yeah, I posted it on my Facebook, and someone quickly underneath it was like, "Oh, that's fake. It's AI." So I took it off, thinking that it was AI. But if he came out and was like, "Yeah, that's me," then I'm about to put it back on my Facebook.
So he just did so, and then like one of my boys was he was on YouTube, not YouTube, but Facebook, saying like, so now that it's been confirmed that it's an AI leak, and I'm like, whoa, hold up, bro. Yeah, DJ Who Kid put it out. Like he's on there, he stamped it. So unless Drake is taking credit for something he didn't do, then I think it's legit. But it was still kind of like had a scratch in our head because he didn't put it out officially. It was still like, underground.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But now that it's out, but I'm trying to tell you, Tish, it was crazy. What's up, D? It was crazy because I had it was like 200-some thousand plays on that reel. 159,000 like impressions, whatever. It reached that many accounts on Instagram. We had some folks coming out my head, some folks calling Drake trash. It was crazy. My Saturday was lit. I just looked up one day and just boom, just was like 100 plus like likes. Just kept going, 5,000 some likes, man. It was crazy that Saturday. Well,
I have been waiting for his side of the story, but someone was like, "That's AI," so I took it right off. So,
we'll put it right back up. But but Kendrick, where you at, Kendrick? Kendrick,
I don't like fake stuff on my page if I'm putting stuff like that. So someone was like, "Fake," and I was like, "Okay, well, I'll take it down." But if it's him, I'm gonna put it back up. I gave everybody they shot, even the ones that apologized. I gave them they shot.
Kendrick, where you at, bro? All right. So what's up, ladies? How you doing?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Another day, another penny.
I know, right?
I might see today.
I'm trying to tell you, life.
All right.
Life. That's all I can say.
Yeah, life is lifing. That is
lifing. Yep. Mm-hmm. It's hard.
All right. So let's get the show started.
Where's everybody else at?
for those that are coming on, just know that we got the link. If you're on Facebook, the link is in the comments. So make sure you hit that button. If you're using your phone, make sure that you got your headphones on because your headphones will work as a microphone. Just know that the mic picks up everything in the background, whether it's you chewing, you sneezing, burping, ghetto birds flying in the back, whatever you got going on, whatever madness, it picks it up. Like Quez likes to say, he's not here right now, but he'll tell you that this is a production and it's going out all over the world. So we don't want to look, pathetic, ratchet. The only thing we like to keep ratchet is the news, but, we don't want to look like niggas on here. So make sure that you got everything that you got going on in the background ceased. You got your Wi-Fi on, so we can hear you. Also, make sure you respect others. Try to limit the talking over each other. I know certain things get passionate, but we like to hear what everybody has to say. We got to get people to either respond or critique, whatever. It's a fair thing over here on Drop Your 3 Cents. So anything else where you guys want to add or anything?
No, we haven't had any wild out stuff yet, so I think we good.
Tonight might be the night.
Well, I don't know. And make sure if you got to go to a restroom break, you put your thing on mute and turn your camera off. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
We don't need to see all the business. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to see all the business.
All of that. So that's all I gotta say about that.
All right.
Well,
only you knew.
Okay.
Only you knew. All right, y'all. So we got 3 topics tonight. We have OJ. The backlash. I mean, it seems like it's the trial all over again. OJ dies, and now you have certain white people up here celebrating. Good riddance, celebrating whatever, and you have people defending them. So we want to talk about the backlash of that. The innocent, the guilty, the good, the bad, the ugly. We want to talk about that. Also, we want to talk about, is it wrong for a pastor to live lavishly? I've seen a clip where I think it would spark up a good conversation amongst us. Also, there was another thing that I've seen, why is it a problem for certain women, or why do certain women have a problem with spending money on their men, their significant other? I posted up a clip about a woman saying that, it's cool to, you should be spending money. If she's not spending money on you, she don't like you for real. And someone said, oh, BS, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna put out no names out there, but I was like, I want to know why is it BS, so I want to get your guys' 3 cent and take on that too. So, the guy who started all this, it's not here.
I was gonna say the OJ one, the 2 people that got really into it when it came up are not here. So,
and who is that?
That was Melvin and Quez. So, because I wasn't on here last week, but I rewatched it. So I think you might want to wait until Quez pop up. If Melvin is not going to pop in, because I sent Melvin a message and he didn't respond. So, yeah,
He likes to drop them little bombs and don't be present.
Take off, huh? Take off to Mexico, huh?
Right.
So, I don't really have much to say about that. I already said my piece in the comments, and I said it before that Mr. and Mrs. Jenner, I was like, he didn't even know him at that time. He knew Bruce. He didn't know that person. So he had nothing to say. OJ, like, who this woman? I don't know who this is.
Right.
So y'all can have that conversation for y'all. Pick from the other 2.
Yeah. I just don't know why they had to do all that. Night. The man, have some humanity. The man passed away. That's all it's about. He passed away.
Agree.
This happened years ago. You had to say your piece at that time. Now you leave it alone. What they need to find out and let Chloe start, just attend her daddy's funeral. That's all they need to do. So have her mama tell the truth.
Say it.
So
they
need to be quiet before some stuff come out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because I said at the end of the day, regardless if you like him or not, he has family. Like, respect that. He has family. He has people who care about him.
Right.
So you should have kept that comment to yourself. That's how I feel. Saved it for another time. It just was too soon, I think.
Right.
Adoration, what's up? How you doing?
My sister tried to keep me up really late last night. That's why I'm tired.
Man, them overseas parties, I'm trying to tell you.
Last night. I got my tea cup
on FaceTime. That was the party.
Oh, okay. I went no 40.
Or no party. But
Or
I
no
had to
party.
watch the
Well, I got my tea.
the documentaries last night because
The
I don't.
tea.
The guy was sentenced the year before I was born, so I had to.
Oh, you went back and watched the documentary?
I had to.
Me too. Me too. I did too. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna make an interesting conversation. I watched O.J. Simpson Made in America, and it was a very interesting documentary.
That it was.
Okay.
So, but shout out to the ladies holding it down, man. And empanada, Melvin is in Mexico, still flipping tortillas and making empanadas, and not here sucking on toes because he's the one that started all this last week.
But to be honest, after
whose
watching,
toes
I
is he
kind of
sucking on?
That's his business.
Go to Mexico.
today.
That's why he go to Mexico.
Hey, how he gets his pesos is how he gets his pesos. I got nothing to do with that.
Wait a minute. What are you saying?
So we'll save it. We'll save it for Quest because you're right, Christine. And I definitely want to get into that. What's up, Cheryl? What's up, Wanda? How you doing? So let's get into one of the other two. No, better yet, since we got the ladies holding it down, let's go into what is wrong with a woman spending money on her man? You guys want to talk about that one?
The question is, do you want to talk about that one?
I don't care. I am the host. I'm the host with the most. I don't give three funks.
Yeah, because you're the only man on the scene right now.
Right.
Better send that signal out. Better send that signal out.
Right.
Well, I want to hear from you women. This is something that again, like another woman told me it was trash or BS. So I want to hear from the perspective from the women on here. We have a all women panel except for me. So shout out to the women holding it down.
Woo, woo.
Okay. Okay, just because you're a female, I'm gonna stick with that. I'm gonna do the meow too. Okay.
All right, so here's the clip. So here, let's just play the clip. Let's just play the clip, and then y'all can go ahead and you guys can say whatever you guys need to say. Now I'm just gonna be a fly on the wall. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we'll see how long that lasts because you're gonna say
if she not spending money on you, she don't really like you for real. Like I'm trying to tell you, if she not pulling out that card saying I got you, she don't like you. Just a drizzle. I said what I said.
What's this new drizzle?
Dang, these are.
What's the new drizzle thing? What is the drizzle? I missed that whole era. What's going on?
It just started because I ain't never heard it until like a week ago.
Like
I'm learning pick-me's, all this other stupid stuff. You know what I mean? All this. This is a new, weird, wild era.
It's the male version of Sprinkle Sprinkle.
I guess.
The who? Sprinkle. What?
I guess so. Sprinkle.
You gotta get cultured, Edward. You gotta get cultured.
You're gonna trigger my ass.
No, if being cultured means I got to know what a pick-me is and all this other dumb stuff. You know, some of you women.
You were like, "What's Red Pill?" I'm like,
yeah, because again, I don't follow no Kevin Samuels. I thought he was borderline gay.
I'm joking about it. You don't have to be cultured, obviously. Into that culture, drizzle.
No, I don't. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you shouldn't be cultured.
Snip, pussy, snip.
She
said, if we don't like you, if we don't spend money on you, that means we don't like you.
She said she not pulling your card out.
She ain't pulling that card out.
I think I said on Edward's post. For me, it's almost, I would say, especially in the beginning, the opposite. If we're out to lunch and you're like, I got the bill, and I'm like, no, we splitting. I don't like you. I don't like you. And I'm like, no.
The opposite. So if he says no,
I'm paying you back, and you're like, it's okay. I'm like, no, bro. Here's the half, and he's like, no, and I'm like, yes.
So,
here's the half.
So why is it such a negative?
If he's splitting, you splitting? Is that what you're saying? If he's splitting,
I'm saying
you splitting?
like for example, I went to lunch with my ex before I left Dubai like a couple months ago, and we were having lunch. We were laughing. That was great. And I was like, okay, how much is it? He's like, all right, I took care of it. I was like,
as he should.
I'm like, listen.
All right, now here's the thing. So you may not be hip to the culture adoration because he's trying to get you to that basketball court. Now here's the thing.
That's not the point. The point is from me though. I'm saying if I'm forcing splitting the bill, I don't like.
No, I get what you're saying, but here's the thing. So here's the thing into a real man. So if a man is inviting you out, you get what I'm saying? If he's saying like, hey, let's go get dinner, let's go do some whatever, he's supposed to pick up the bill.
Of course, I agree with that. 100%.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I got hip to a woman a long time ago where we're friends, whatever. We went out and we bought drinks, and then so I'm reaching into my pocket. I have money on me, so I'm reaching in to actually pay for the bill. She told me that she said, "Put that away. What are you doing?" I'm like, "Well, I'm about to pay." She said, No. I invited you out, so I got this. Next time we go out, you invite me out, then you got me. But no, I got this. I was like, "Well, telling me what?"
That's
clutch
cool
my pearls.
At D's face. I'm laughing.
That's cool too.
So that's the reason why I brought it to the table. I want to know what is wrong with that. Why do women have a problem with the thought of actually spending money on a dude that they like? What is the problem?
I don't think that women.
That's not what. But she said if we don't spend money on you,
exactly. She
that
said
means
she doesn't
we don't like
That's
you.
Different.
So is that true? If we don't
true.
spend our money, does that mean we don't like you?
So here's the thing, though. So I mean, there's women who they will never spend money, and if you bring up the whole thing about like, hey, what you gonna give me, then they have a problem with it. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's some women who actually feel a certain type of way. Like, they feel like anytime and every time that they go out, whether you invite them or they invite you, vice versa, whatever, then the man should pay. But it's always cool because it's the double stigma to a certain extent that, we as men, okay, cool, we'll pay. But there's certain women who will look negatively on a dude if they pay or something, or
but
women
that's
look.
not the topic. So put a pin in that right there.
No, I mean, but it's the same. So again, does she have a point? Because if a girl is not spending money, or she doesn't spend any money on you, does she like you? Is she there for you for real? Or is she just there just to get a free meal, like some cheesecake?
Listen, with this free meal,
I can like you, and I still feel you need to pay.
Yeah, me too. Like I said,
I feel like when a man, I was raised up when a man is at a table.
Hold on. Hey. One at a time.
I feel like when a man is at a table, that's what he should be doing as a man. Now, if she wants to be like adoration and feel like she wants to pay out the bill, she can. Me, I'm trying to wipe my mouth and coordinate what I'm taking in my doggy bag or not. I ain't about to be paying. If it's and that's just how it is. If it's men at the table, why would men not? Even if we all go at a group setting, like my brother and them, they don't let you pay. They be like, that's insulting that women sit here and try to pay a bill when they know that we already got, especially if they know we already got other things we got to do, pay rent. This and men should, because a woman is to submit or whatever, even if it ain't their girl and it's just friends. My brother don't let them pay, or my friends. Like, we grown men. That's insulting. Now, like I said, if it's a date and a woman feels she wants to pay half or pay for the bill, that's fine. But I don't think that if she doesn't pay, that she don't like you or this and that. Because I can like you and I still don't feel I need to pay. Now, there's times when I might want to treat you for your birthday or, bring you a plate and surprise you at work. But that doesn't mean that I should pay when we're at a restaurant. And I'm not going to try to charge the bill up on you either, though. I'm not going to be ignorant.
Yeah,
so that's what I feel.
So I it sucks because I am the only dude on here, so I got to kind of play advocate to a certain extent.
You weren't gonna be that fly on the wall. I told you.
So Jessica said, Jessica said, thank you, Dave. Thank you, Dave. You know what I'm saying? So Reggie, whatever,
Yeah. Where you at?
How you go. But so the thing is, I don't know. It's a catch-22 because they say that, if a dude likes a woman, then he's spending money on her consistently. Mm-hmm. So if you're looking at it, you're talking about what? You're talking about Mother's Day. You're talking about just because gifts, flowers, candy, whatever. You're talking about dinners. You're talking about little jewelry, whatever, little certain things, whatever like that. So a man's consistently spending money. So you're telling me that the only time that you would spend money on your dude is just for his birthday?
I didn't say just his birthday. No. It could be for any other day or any other occasion. But you got to realize that's what courting is about. That's
spending money.
No, that's called spending time. If you choosing to want to take her out, or you want to buy flowers, or you want to do it, then that's what you do. No one told you had to go buy flowers or had to do this. But at the end of the day, you guys buy them shoes, y'all buy y'all jerseys, y'all go fishing, y'all buy them rims on your car, you buy them do-rags on your head, you buy everything else you buy.
Shout out to Bow Wow.
Why would you not try? Why would you not try to invest in the woman? That's why you should always wait.
Invest in a woman. So invest what?
Hold on. That's why if you should know who you like. You don't just spend on this one and that one, and you don't know if you really like her, or if you don't see any potential of you going any further, then don't move forward with all the extras. You know what I'm saying? Keep it at Starbucks then, or keep it at, light, or in the park for a walk, or the beach for a walk. Keep it like that. But
here's the thing, D. So I hear what you're saying, but nowadays, again, so we came out of this whole list war. Remember, like the list of where you can't go. There are women who don't like Starbucks. There's women who don't like Sizzler. There's women who don't like this and don't like that. You got to.
Women though.
Well, I'm just hold up, subtraction. I'm just saying that we got some women up here.
Get some women.
No, I'm saying, but you got some women up here who are too good to sit in like a nosebleed seat at a basketball game. So I'm talking about there's different scenarios. So when you talk about invest into a woman, are you not already investing time? Why does it have to equate dollars?
Here's the thing.
Go ahead, Adoration.
Go ahead.
Here's the thing. And this is what I was saying yesterday. Someone was talking about preference. You have to be with who's with you. There's people in different categories and sections. Leonardo DiCaprio got his new 19-year-old girlfriend. He only dates under 25. So a girl can't be like, well, what's wrong with being fat? What's wrong with being older? What's wrong with being over 35? Nothing. He's just not trying to date you. So there's women who are trying to sit courtside, and they're with guys who are trying to sit them courtside. There's women who, aren't trying to go anywhere with you. Like I said, I'm not going to your house on the first date, for example. There are women who are going to your house on the first date. So you have to date your people. No, everybody's not entitled to everybody. Some people are, first date at a coffee shop, first date at an ice cream shop. Some people are first date at the Cheesecake Factory. We know What the Fuck Did I Marry series. She was first date at Cheesecake Factory. That's who she went out on the first date with. Some ladies are not first date at the Cheesecake Factory. Some men are, young and pretty. Some men are, a career woman who has her stuff together. Some women are I only want to stay at home wife. Everybody's different. And you just got to understand that in this world, people are different. So, and if you're a guy who wants, let's say, more of a girl who's willing to do more like a 50-50 situation, go find that girl. A lot of us on this panel, from what I'm understanding, are not that girl. But there is that girl, especially in this generation. There is that girl. You know what I mean? I'm that girl that if you see me pulling out my wallet, I didn't have a good time on that date. You know what I mean? I went out to ice cream with one guy last week. And that was horrible. We were like 45 minutes of like trolling. And my thing is, if you want to troll, we can troll. So I was trolling the whole time. So then after that, I'm pulling out my wallet because I'm like, I want to split the bill. You know what I mean? I
really ice cream. You turn them on, licking and sticking your tongue all on the thing.
Listen, I was like,
D, she don't know nothing about that, D.
Right,
she don't know nothing about that.
We were just like, but he was like, he paid the bill. And he was like, they don't really do that over here. Split the bill, but I'm ready to split the bill because I don't like you. Like, don't ever speak to me again. And we're like, okay,
I can see why you split that bill. I can understand.
Yeah, I can see why too.
I can understand.
What?
But he was laughing because I'm a 50-50 girl.
Right, exactly. I'm just saying though, she's one of the nicest girls in the world. So what I'm saying is there are those girls. I mean,
no. So now I'm about to play real mean advocate because there are people who feel like you, Adoration, who would call a girl like Tisha, quote unquote, a pick me.
I said nicest girls in the world. When did I say pick me?
No. I said again, there are girls who think like you who will call girls like Tisha a pick me. You know what I'm saying? Because again, so Tisha has no problem spending money on her dude. She'll buy her dude a jersey or something like that. Yeah. Maybe she might want to treat him out to dinner or lunch one time.
Say it again.
But, so
that's my difference. That's what I was waiting for y'all to finish because that's my difference. This is not just some random person that I don't dated. Like
no. I'm not talking about randoms because again, she's talking about.
I let them get their point, so I'm giving my side.
Okay.
I'm a 50-50 girl.
What's up, Nolani?
Hi. My niece. Yeah, hey. So I have no problem because my man, he spends, when we go out, he is like 99.9% of the time spending his money.
Exactly.
So Well, if I feel like, you know what, I'm gonna show you I appreciate you or whatever,
Right.
like thank you to my mans. Thank you
Right, to my man.
I'm gonna slide that money over and be like, oh, don't worry about it. I got you.
Right.
Oh, you want that Raider jersey knowing damn well I'm a 49er girl? You know what? What's your size? I'll go
Right.
get my Raider.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I am that person. So I have no problem with it. So, and I have no problem if we go out and we split or whatever the case may be. I'm not that person. But again, like Dee said, this is my man.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's
Now, if
different.
it was some dude who asked me out, trust and believe, ladies, I'm 100% on your side. If you ask me out,
exactly.
if you ask me out, if you ask me, you're the one that's saying, hey, let's go hang out, let's go have dinner. Then you please make sure, unless we have a conversation before, please make sure you have the amount of money that you need. And like he said, I'm not going to order everything on both sides of the menu trying to break your pockets. I'm not that person. I don't eat everything on both sides of the menu. Hell, I'm a vegetarian. You're getting off light. But,
salad over here. Salad. $12 salad as opposed to a $40 steak. Hey.
That's all right. I'm gonna rack it up in drinks. So that's where I'm gonna get it at. I'm gonna rack it up in drinks.
They got vegetarian drinks too.
So ain't no cow
water.
But I'm just saying, and like Adoration say too, it's everybody's preference. Everybody have a preference. Some people like tall women, some women like short women, whatever the case may be. My whole thing is, like I've been saying before, is communication. Don't go in there thinking that you asked this woman out. She said, oh, you asked me out, and then after the meal's over, where's your half? Because then you won't hear it. That's communication. If you want to split the first date, split the first date. And Adoration, like I said, I figure I can understand why you would, because some people, when they pay that full meal, some men, they expect some stuff at the end of the night.
I tell you,
and that's why I'm like, no, you know what? I got you. I will pay my half. And
no. And that's why then you lose. That's why the guy lost his mind. Oh, how can you do that? You can actually, like, people are good, and then bad things happen to them. I'm like, bad things happen to bad people.
I done heard that same speech, and guess what? When the moon come out, so does that werewolf. So I've heard the same speech.
Listen,
so I get where you're
going home.
I get
yeah, I know what you mean though, but
I heard that.
I feel like with what Tisha said though, that's exactly what's normal. It's not that women don't spend their money on men. Like me, I had an ex-boyfriend. You know what I mean? When it came time for me to do what I needed to do, you know what I mean? What I wanted to do, I like to buy stuff for people. So you know what I mean? I'm out there shopping, but the point of the matter is that it's not that women don't spend their money on men, but what she said, if she's not pulling out her card, that's not true. For women, it's not true. And it doesn't mean that on dates or on first date. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna hijack it a little bit, and I'm gonna equate it to maybe she's talking about essentially like a relationship, because she's talking about light. Because again, like I don't believe in that necessarily too. Like, okay, so if you guys are just dating or you guys are going on your first date and she won't pull out her card, then she don't like you. That does not mean that. That's, you know what I'm saying? So I'm taking it to mean she's talking about, you know, if you're in a relationship, you know, because again, I've been in relationships where a woman wasn't doing for me for shit. It was literally like a one-way street. I'm over here doing X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z, and I don't even get so much as like, you know, like a thank you card. You know what I'm saying? So again, like we as dudes, we learn how to quickly adapt, and we learn how to peep game. Like we know if a girl is actually, or a woman is actually here for you, or if she's just here just for the opportunity. You understand what I'm saying? So again, like I'm saying, if you're coming from traditional standpoints, like again, I was taught to be a man. So if I invite you out, you know what I'm saying? Again, whether it's the first date, whatever, or even if you're my girl, if I say, hey, let's go out, then I got that. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure that you got the money for it. And again, I'm going to talk to the dudes for a little bit, because I truly think that it's corny that if you invite a woman out and you spend a couple of dollars, whatever like that, and you expect some booty at the end of the day, you're a cornball. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, depending on who you're actually going out with, depending on the type of woman you step to, I guarantee you nowadays, a lot of women got businesses. They got their own jobs. They got careers. They don't necessarily need you. So they can go pay for their own date. They can pay for their own steaks and their own lobsters or whatever like that. So if you're leading with money, that's the only type of game that you got. That's your only game. Then my nigga, then you sorry. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And
Just completely
make
sorry.
sure you can keep that money game up, because if you keep leading with money, don't get
Oh,
mad.
you ain't never lied.
Exactly.
Don't get mad.
That part.
Don't get mad.
Right.
And then she keep wanting it because you led out with that.
Right.
So.
And my thing with that type of scenario is like, like if you're on the thing and you're like, oh, I want a good one, there's no good woman, but then you're the guy that at the end of the day is like, oh, are we going back to my house? Or are we splitting the bill? I'm like, how are you gonna actually end up with a good woman? You're gonna propel all the
men
good
ain't
women.
gonna do all that.
That's what they
You
do.
propel all the good women away. I told him if the girl was not a good woman and was like, fine, I don't mind, because I mean I was gonna sleep with you anyway. Then you get a not good woman, so you call them. That's what you call them. And then if the woman is not that kind of woman and does fulfill, she's never speaking to you again. I told him, so how are you going to end up with what you call a good woman?
They be the ones that they be sitting there cash out. I want half my money back stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. Pick a struggle. But,
hey, real quick, Noelani, you came in. How you doing? You got anything you want to add to it?
Money don't mean nothing. I don't know. Money don't mean nothing. Just because you spend money on me don't mean I love you either. You can't buy my love.
Period.
And I'm sorry, I ain't spending no money on no dude. If you're not my dude, I ain't spending no money. I was raised that a man's supposed to pay for everything. So.
Exactly.
And you ain't putting no money in my car. You ain't putting no money down. If I'm not living with you and we not together, what am I buying? I'm only gonna buy you gifts. Christmas, birthday, Valentine's. Yeah. That's it. Sure. That's all you get. And if you buy me something, I ain't asked for it.
Right.
You just doing it out of love and out of care. So why I should be able to do it out of care too. And
you should.
So I don't know.
Look at D loving it.
Girl. Because when we come up out of Cheesecake Factory, I need you to look at my tank too. Do I need some gas? Follow me.
I love it. Like, check my tire.
Maybe I should have waited for questions to talk about this.
But like, be for real. You pick the girl, so you should know what you picking.
We should already know.
Yeah. So
from her head to her toe, what she's about.
I'm not no cheap girl. I tell you straight up, I'm bougie.
Right.
I got expensive taste.
Right.
If you not what I'm looking for, then the door is always open. You could
date
go.
within your level. Yep.
Date within the level, huh?
Yep.
So for you women,
my aunt sent me this clip, and it was this man saying that men should already know that all women are expensive. You just need to date within your means, within your pay range. That's what you need to date within.
Yep. Don't get mad at us.
Just a little bit, Shannon.
On both sides, don't get mad at us. Date within your pay range. And not just your pay range, but your mindset. Like date within your mindset. People have different mindsets.
Because when they want to know where you live,
when I talk to guys, I'm trying to figure out what their mindset is. Because me, I don't accept expensive gifts, especially in the beginning of the relationship. Because
girl, you crazy. Girl, you crazy. I know you lying. I know you lying.
But
what?
I know you lying.
Yeah, I don't. I really don't. You can't buy me a phone or anything like that. But let me explain.
I have so many questions. I got
on the other hand
side, but go ahead.
On the other hand side, though, if you're not planning on being an entrepreneur already built toward that, and you're this and that, I can't.
Thank you, Connie.
We're not on the same page. You understand? So that's just me, though. Everybody has their own thing. That's the kind of person that I am. If you're like, oh, we just met 2 weeks ago, I'm gonna buy you a phone. I'm like, what are you talking about? No, you're not. And it's like, well, why?
Go ahead, buy me my phone.
I know that's right.
In my name. And make sure it's in my name.
Okay,
so I'm gonna need a case with it too.
Because guess what? That's your money.
So scenario. So you get with a dude, and you guys equate spending money to love. If he loves you, then this is what he's doing, and blah 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 blah.
What's love?
All right, so
what's love?
Over there. She said, "What's love?"
So it's transactional. So what if he can't do that no more? What if he can't uphold the type of lifestyle that you're used to?
Then he should have did it in the beginning.
No, I'm talking about like scenarios. So when I'm talking about real life scenarios, things happen. You know what I'm saying? So we're talking about like he could lose his job. You know, he can get injured. What if he can't maintain that? What if he can't maintain that certain lifestyle that you're quote unquote used to? So is it a thing where it becomes now? Is it really unconditional or conditional? Because if you're not getting those same perks that you're used to, so now how are you looking at this dude?
But see, you're saying a lot of what ifs.
Yeah,
no, but I'm saying because it could happen.
If he's a real man, he's already got savings. He already has stuff set up.
So deep, but you understand things do get tight though, right? So I'm saying it can happen. It's not much of
if you dating someone that got that money stacked, right? then it ain't gonna happen. Now, if you dating a guy that was trying to floss and he really shouldn't have been flexing,
So
then
when you're looking
that's a
for
problem.
dudes, so when you're looking for dudes, you in particular, you're looking for a dude to see what he has in his pockets.
Looking,
Wait, what?
baby, I ain't gotta go look.
Yeah, man. You know, look.
Let's understand something first, okay? We ain't got to look. When you're grown, they gonna come and you're gonna know the style. It's not about you looking for money off. You want to make sure he can take care of himself, because if he can't take care of himself, then why won't you? So I'm checking nails. Are they clean? What kind of shoes he got on? Are they run down? You know, how's he looking? Do he smell like he took a shower before he put on the cologne? It's different things that certain women look for. It's not just about money all the time. It's about how does he carry himself? Is he gonna look good with his arm around me? Because I don't need to be looking what I got a bum, just faking it. So no, it's a lot of different scenarios when you're looking for a man or a man approaches you or what have you. Because that's why I say that one that's getting my burger and fries at McDonald's is not going to be able to do that, because he's not going to be able to go purchase that nice smelling cologne. It ain't got to be Gucci, but he need to smell good. You know what I'm saying? And other things. It's a lot that comes with it, but it's like you're getting these scenarios from these young chicks that they're not grown women. They're not women, period, or ladies. They're just ratchet and they just say stupid shit on the internet, and they haven't never really dated. They're dating the ones that's the thugs and playing the music, boom, 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 like that's sexy to pull up to somebody's house like that, or they want to come flop on your couch and see what's in your refrigerator. No, nigga, we ain't doing that. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and get that card out. Oh, you can't afford Cheesecake Factory? You can't afford Chili's? You can't afford Starbucks? Then we don't need to even go no further. You're gonna know in the first conversation if everything is no, I'm cool. So it's different. All right.
Wow.
So again, I hear a lot of songs in the key of me. But how do you reciprocate that love? That quote unquote love, I should say.
But it's not love yet. You know what I'm saying?
So then what the fuck is he doing? Because here
he's trying to get to that level, but you don't want to fall in love.
Bullshit.
Y'all
Bullshit.
fall in love just smelling the perfume.
Bullshit.
Y'all fall in love on the first.
But wait, I'm confused.
Y'all all have,
it's
you know
love.
what I mean? Y'all already you love, but y'all try to play it cool. And then y'all try to always be like you this man. So when you act like that, you don't give your feelings and tell them right off what you looking for, but don't be clingy. Then down the road. So let's say you dated for 5 months or 6 months, and now you feel like you two are on that level where y'all say y'all care, y'all love, or whatever. Okay, but that don't mean she got to go out and buy you a new wardrobe. If you,
hold on a sec. Put two pick in there. I gotta go back to what Connie said, because you guys talking about dating on the level, whatever. And Connie said, so men should date Precious then, or some men should date Precious. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, if they want to.
Go back and watch Precious, Adoration.
Okay.
She ain't watch Precious. Stop playing, girl. We're gonna take up the ship.
Connie says the grungiest white man in certain spaces is usually the man with money, so you can't always judge a man's pockets by what he's wearing.
Yes, you can.
Jessica says, if a man takes care of a woman, she will in turn take care of you. It's if she's a real woman. So what does a real woman equate to? What does take care of mean? Because again, the truth be told, and I'm speaking as a man, and I wish I had other men who can attest to this, but the thing about it, and certain times, sometimes, you know what I mean? Because again, the stuff that we actually go through, I think that a lot of women don't really necessarily have an ideal. So sometimes it's like it's a nice gesture for a woman to actually do certain things just out of the kindness of her heart. Something that's unexpected, like, we don't really expect it. We're not looking for it. A real man's not going to look for it. We just keep our head focused and we got that tunnel vision, or we're doing what we're doing. But when we get that, hey, I was just thinking about you, or she's picking up like, your favorite shirt or your favorite cologne, or she's getting you a watch. Hey, babe, I think you look nice in this. You're not expecting it. I mean, it really does throw us dudes for a loop. But again, because we got to do this for you, we do it on a consistent, because if we don't, then all of a sudden, then you're going to look down on this dude. Or if another guy comes up shining flash of money, then all of a sudden he's appealing to you. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes it's nice to just get the little reciprocation, but what does that equate to where it take care of you? You know what I mean? Just giving what good coochie?
No.
What does that mean?
Is that your opinion?
She said, "Ew, no."
Yo, no, never, never, never. Oh my gosh, no.
Slow down. Here's what I would say though, from my understanding, or from me exactly. Relationships, they have to do with the person. Like I said, money. I've had guys sit in front of me and show me their money and look at I'm like, bruh, money is not a relationship. However, in the society, the way that the world courts, and this is not just in America, this is the whole world. Actually, America probably does this the least. A man finds a lady that he likes. I mean, you have a lot of guys in your DMs or whatever, and they're trying to see like, okay, present themselves to you and pursue you, right? And you sit down and you get the guys that you kind of like back, I guess, the time of day to talk to them, to maybe go on a date with them, to see. So that's how the courtship kind of works. Now you have to like the lady, like you said, in your relationship with a lady who you didn't get so much as a thank you card. You didn't feel appreciated by her. You know what I mean? In essence, after a while, you didn't like her, right? You didn't like her because she wasn't.
Well, because if you want to keep a buck and keep it 100, at the end of the day, it feels like you're just being used. You know what I mean? Okay, because again, it's not even a thing of like, like you're looking for it, but it's consistently you're just pulling out your pocket. Exactly. And you're doing. But again, so the reason why some of these women get cheated on, truthfully, why some of these girls get cheated on, because whatever affection, whatever little bit or whatever attention that that he's not receiving from that woman, another woman is coming over and doing like, oh, she don't do this for you.
Right.
She don't do that.
Let me talk about that though. Let me talk about that, because here's the thing,
Tisha,
right?
Tisha, am I lying?
You lying.
You lying.
Lying?
You lying.
That's gonna be another topic because men cheat because they want to cheat.
No. So let me backtrack. So some men.
Okay,
some men.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
I get it. Okay. Short crew, exactly. I get it. Trust me, I get it.
Because let's be real.
Because again, so hold on, Federation. Because again, like, so yeah, you got to backtrack, because there's some dudes who will do that just because they're not simply in intentions. Like again, some women, if they feel like they don't get the attention from their men, they get it from somewhere else and they do it too. Another thing is some dudes, they just cheat because it's a sport. I'll keep it a buck with you. It's sex is like an appetite to them.
100%.
What?
I'm just like, you just got the girlfriend.
What I miss?
We don't cheat because we don't like you or whatever. We cheat because we're mentally, physically, emotionally done. That's why we cheat. You messed up. We done already. You just catching on.
We're tired of talking.
Catching on. You see,
why not just leave?
It's like, okay, so you see a dog messing with a dog. You never see a cat messing with a cat. You're not gonna catch us.
Wait, what?
You never gonna catch us.
We move in silence. You don't catch us.
Right.
But we done broke up with you like weeks ago. We just somewhere in our mind we keep thinking that you're gonna straighten your ass up. But we don't broke up with you. We
gonna leave like they told you to leave.
And then you mess up.
Man, it's kind of funny because then last week that we were talking that all men cheat, like it was more the majority of the men, like statistics show that men cheat. But again, we said that you women you guys cheat. You guys just do it a lot better than us.
We do.
We do.
We learned.
I mean, I never cheated, so I don't know.
We got tired of it, so now
but
we
if I did, but
and
anything
we do, we master.
I'll definitely do it better than some of the guys I see. They be cheating in front of the girl that's friends with the girl, and I'm like,
girl be introducing them to the other girl and all that craziness. I haven't seen it. But introduce her to the girlfriend. I've seen it. Like, y'all just messy.
Like anybody can tell. And then he'd be like, are people trying to tell on me? Like, bruh.
Like,
the Connie says married men will come with that ish about, oh, my wife isn't fun anymore, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
again, so we're talking about some men are basically, again, like I was trying to say, sex is like an appetite. You know what I'm saying? Like in their mind, they equate it to like, hey, I may love chicken, I may eat chicken every day, but hey, I might step out and have beef. Doesn't mean that I love chicken any less. I just decided just to have beef. That's how they try to rationalize it. That's how they try to rationalize it within their head. So some dudes, they cheat because it's a sport, and some dudes cheat because, again, they're not getting that attention. I promise you that there's a woman at the job or at the gym or as adoration like spend on the basketball court that's saying like, hey, your women ain't doing this because they're having these conversations. So then again, when she's giving that dude that attention, that dude gonna creep. I promise.
She a nat for it.
She a nat. I was saying though.
You said what?
Nat.
She a nat.
What's nat?
She a thought.
Nat here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She a thought. I don't like hoes. And why you sleep with all these hoes?
And then if you fall into these little stupid stories, these men be telling you why they have, oh, my wife don't listen to me. That wife can be 100% perfect.
I hate those guys. Oh my God.
Either one. Yep.
Very true.
We're not doing good. We might be separated. We might be divorced soon. Let's get away.
At home.
So Jessica says, then you get caught up and lose your woman. So, but again,
exactly.
As you should.
Yeah. So again,
can't come back.
Again, if a woman is doing something to where she's if she's not getting something from this said quote unquote woman, then yes, just like how you women equated it in your head, then that dude had already said it's over in his head also, and that's why he stepped out.
Walk away and leave the shit that I bought.
Walk away.
You ain't buying shit though, right? Remember, you ain't buying shit though. You just there just to collect the check. You know what I mean? So
we ain't buying shit.
You ain't got shit to leave.
Let's keep it a buck. He just said that men have already in their head let that relationship go. That's a lie. Because y'all be coming back after y'all got caught.
Y'all always come back.
Want to come back.
Hey,
all my exes always try to come back. They always come back.
A lot of men that are supposed to
always come back.
Always.
They think it's their birthright to have their cake and eat it too. It's true. A lot of men think it's their birthright.
I can attest to that. That's true.
You put your toe in and see if you can still come back.
There are ladies like that too. There are ladies, but a lot of ladies on the this is true. A lot of ladies are like that too. But there are a lot of ladies who, when they start cheating, they actually checked out of the relationship. But my thing is this: to everybody who checked out, who whatever, leave. I don't care if I didn't like the person; they weren't doing it for me. Leave them. Don't leave them on and be cheating on them behind their back. You can't have your cake and eat it. You want to be young, wild, and free? Break up and be young, wild, and free.
It ain't gonna happen like that.
No, it's not.
That's why you just got to know the game. You got to know the game.
Because if he cheats, you do it 10 times better. That's all you
swerve.
I'm breaking up with you.
You swerve
10 times better.
I feel you on that.
Empty them pockets.
So a grown man's gonna be like
broke
this.
up with her a long time ago if he was gonna cheat.
So a grown man's gonna think like this: if I have to step out with this other woman, or if I'm getting from this other woman when I'm not getting from the woman who I chose to be with, and you're not married, then at that point in time, it's time just to go ahead and let it go. You know what I'm saying? Because essentially, if you're trying to get married, or if you're trying to marry this woman's supposed to be your everything. Supposed to be your best friend, supposed to be your lover, supposed to be your confidant, all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? But if you're getting any inkling of that from another woman, you're not getting it from the woman who you call your woman, then by that time, bro, the relationship is over. You know what I mean? So you got to find. You're not going to find one.
The friend. She said,
you said what?
I'm sorry. It's just some shit be popping in my head. I'm just saying. Biz Markie just popped up, you know. She said he's just a friend.
Oh gosh. I'm so glad I'm a decal. And I've grown.
Yep.
I'm so glad I'm grown. And I'm gonna leave it at that because I used to be horrible.
You said what?
That's why I'm over here laughing. I used to be horrible.
You know what, Tisha? The thing I respect about you is that you can stand by and own your shit. Because there's a lot of women out here, they be fronting and faking the funkin' funk.
I might have a Facebook friend come on here and be like, girl, you lying. So I'm going to tell the truth on myself.
Hey, real talk. Real talk.
My story.
Real talk.
Tell the truth on mine. Y'all know I told y'all too much of my business. So, I stand 10 toes down on mine.
So if whoever it is watching, don't be coming on here trying to check me because I'll spill your business. I will spill your business.
Woo! Let me start.
That's all I got to say. Conversation.
I have 1,000,00001 questions, but if we stayed on this, if we stayed on this, because
read a book. Watch a
you said what?
I said
you have too many.
Hold on. One at a time.
So who you want to go?
No, I'm saying whoever. Because I just went at a time, but people are over talking. I can't understand.
Who said they had a book? Who said they need to write a book?
I said he have too. He said he have 100 million questions. I'm like, yeah, you got too many. Like you got it, and it got a lot of what if that don't happen? You might have to watch some movies or how to treat. You know what I mean? Think like a lady, think like a man. I don't know.
Okay, so
you know what I mean?
Well, that's a good movie.
We go as we go.
Right. Toothpick. So Connie says all that cheating is why Black women are highest in number of newly infected people with HIV. That's a loaded that's a loaded statistic. It's a loaded statistic. It's true, but it's loaded. You know what I'm saying? Because again, if we're going to talk about it, then it's because the reason why a lot of women, especially I think Atlanta has the highest number of it, is because there are dudes who are in and out of the pen. You know what I'm saying? And they're laying with their women, but they're secretly on the down low and they're laying with men, other men. You know what I'm saying? And they're going back to sleeping with their women unprotected.
I was about to say
you got a lot of nasty white women that be all with them and catching diseases, gonorrhea, all that leads up into AIDS as well. It's a lot of them that are tricked. So get those women that were always in the tunnel at the NBA games. They've been nasty and or whatever. So and Black women don't just give up like that. I'm not saying there ain't some. But we have a lot more pride in us. We already know the game. So white women don't care about the game. They don't care if you mess with other women. Long as they the main one that's in the house. That's so I'm not going to buy that.
By what? I missed it. You kind of went on a tangent. I was reading.
The highest of them all to have.
But those are statistics. That's actually actual factual proof proving that Black women have the highest number of HIV.
No, I don't know if it's Black women. It's Black and it's also Hispanics too. But I don't think it's just because of the sex rate. It also accounted for the availability of the healthcare. It also accounted for all that stuff because Africa is one of the countries too with the highest rate of HIV, and their healthcare out there is not as great.
Continent. Africa is a continent.
Excuse me. Ooh. So it's the.
You catch that? Yeah,
I got.
Caught it.
No,
okay.
I wasn't being funny.
But that's it's because of the healthcare. So it's not necessarily because people are, riding around just raw dogging people. Like it's not that not that case. So, and I just looked it up.
I don't know. So when I was in the Black Student Union, we had a health specialist come out, and this is the numbers that they gave us, and we're talking about. Back in 2006, you know what I'm saying? So the numbers have only increased, since then. And then so it's pretty much essentially because people are sleeping. So when these women get it, they don't even know that they're infected, but then they're going sleeping with this dude or that dude, and he is passing around. This is why, again, it's high. So from what I know to be true is that, yes, Black women are highly infected by HIV and they're leading it. This is why they're dying is because of the simple fact of it. And a lot of it equates back to the whole statistics of, because again, they're dudes. There are a lot of dudes, especially the women who you like them thug dudes. Hey, he got to be a thug. A lot of them, not all, but there's some who are, creeping on the down low.
There's some nice, sexy thugs. I mean, stop playing.
But there's a lot of guys nowadays on the down low. You'd be surprised.
There is.
True.
Come to Thailand and you'll see, hi, how you doing, sir? Flip to, whoa, sir, what are you doing? Does your family know about this? Like,
I'm good.
People got double lives.
They do.
It's a lot of, and not just Americans though. A lot of people everywhere. A lot of people from Dubai. A lot of those straight upstanding guys with families. They come over. They leave their country, and all bets are off. They're like, oh, I'm Muslim. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do sex. I'm like, oh, what? Okay. They come over here. You'd be like, I mean, so that's true. People be on the down low. Deep on the down low. So dig.
So yeah, we kind of strayed away. We'll go back to the doc.
Yeah, dig.
Well, I spend money on people I like.
I do too. I only spend money on my man. That's it. If you're not my man, I'm not spending money.
Take me to my man.
As you should, Nolani. As you should. I applaud.
Ain't no random getting my money.
No, truthfully, and I'm speaking as a man talking to you women, all you women, no random dude speaking your money. If you guys are going out, the first date, none of that. If you really like this dude, just show him appreciation from time to time. I mean, hey, take him out. Get his haircut. Do it from time to time. I promise you that he's going to appreciate you a lot more. This is coming from a man. So I don't know if this person right here has been a man longer than me, but I'm telling you, as a man, this is what we appreciate.
Who's under you? Because it's a different person. Who are you talking about? When you point it down.
I'm just saying. No, I didn't point.
Can you hear me? Can y'all hear
we can hear you.
Yeah,
we can hear you, Ratchet.
Can y'all hear Edward? Because I can't hear Edward.
Yeah,
that might be a good thing.
Hey, she fucking around. She fucking around.
It might be a good thing.
I'm telling you, you want to keep that man, do what I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Coming from a man.
Stay regardless.
He better send an SOS out for his
coming from a man.
He gonna stay regardless.
Shit.
Please.
I really can't hear him. Can you hear him?
Shit.
Let me go out and go back.
Hey. I'm just saying. So, all right. So when this
I would like to ask a question though that I did pose on. It was a random post. It was right before Christmas.
Yes, I'm coming to Thailand to Adoration. Just have some space on the couch for me.
She don't want you there. Go on, Adoration. Finish your question.
Anyway, there was a question that I posted under. It was a quick, cute little video that a husband and wife did, and she's like, "Men, I'm so tired of this answer. Like when I ask, what do you want for Christmas? And they're like, oh, I don't want anything. I just want you wrapped in a bow or something like that." And the lady was like, she's so irritated. Of course, all the girls in the comments were like, oh my God, yes. I can't figure out what to get my man for Christmas because they're not going to want anything. And I posted, real question, what do men want for Christmas? Like me personally, I have a lot of brothers-in-law, this, that.
It just depends on the man. So you got to get to know the man, just like how just how some of you.
You gonna have to fight.
When I say Adoration,
she's trying to finish.
My dear, I'm trying to explain what happened. I want to. That's not the question I'm asking. That's the question I asked.
Well, then damn.
Let me talk to you.
Hey, we are time.
Okay,
let's get to the question.
Okay, so anyway, I posted that, and underneath my comment of what do you guys want, I was saying it as a fun little nice joke, but the comments got really bad. Guys were calling me all kinds of shit. They were like, "Men, we don't want anything material. We want basically sex." And they were, cursing me out, like calling me a bitch, calling me a whore, all kinds of stuff. And they're like, "What's wrong with women?" And I'm just like,
off of a Facebook post?
I swear to God. Guys these days on Instagram and stuff, they're crazy. But yeah, and so I didn't take anything personally because I know how people be on Instagram with their fake profiles.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like to add, because there was another video right after that surfaced after Christmas where a guy was complaining that he didn't get much for Christmas. His wife just gave birth on Christmas. So, she wasn't, doing anything. So he was complaining, look, I didn't get anything. I can't believe this. All I got was, I don't know, a couple things, random stuff. And he was like, I didn't get anything. I put $500 on my girl's account. And he was mad that he didn't get anything. So my thing was, as a man, what do you guys want for Christmas? A lot of people said, some people who are nice said swords and Legos. But I would say that's kind of
what fucking man you fucking with out there. Okay, so here's the thing. So like I was trying to say, because I knew where you was getting at, and if that was a question, I was answering the question before we got to it. But so again, so what dudes want is essentially you just got to pay attention to your dude. There's some dudes who actually like watches. They're into like cologne. They're into like fashion. They're into like sports. You got to just again, like I was saying before I was so really interrupted. A lot of you women are talking about what I got to get to know.
Okay.
I'm not talking about you.
You interrupted her.
Oh my God.
So a lot of you women are talking about, well, you get to know me. But then at the same time, if you're getting the dude's getting to know you, then you're getting to know this dude. So just get to know your dude, know what he's into, and then that's what you get him for Christmas.
I'm talking about generic gifts. That's what I was asking about, like just the general. What are some of, like you say, okay, what can I grab a girlfriend for? Grab her some flowers. I was asking, what are like the?
It's all about preference.
You like cologne. If she know you like cologne.
Mm-hmm.
And she can't get you that expensive cologne. She see you that you keep looking at on the Nordstrom rack or whatever. and she decided to go to Walgreens and get the knockoff.
That's what that part.
It's bad.
Get the lunch or car you are.
Whoa, hold on. Oh, go ahead, teach. So what you getting at? What's the question?
So what are you doing? She bring you the knockoff.
Oh, I got to hear this.
I know you do. That's my ass, girl. I got
so
good job, Tisha.
So again, if we're keeping the buck, and plus I got some tea in me, what a dude's gonna do, or at least a real dude, he's gonna, oh, this is nice. He's gonna appreciate it. It's a nice gesture. He may not like it, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just gonna be a thing. Hey, she thought of me at least. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's gonna be one of those things where you keep it in the back of your head, like, the funk is this right here?
But why?
But it's not necessarily. It don't necessarily got to be the expensive cologne, you know what I mean? But as long as it ain't no granddaddy cologne, whatever like that, you know what I mean? Like, you know, he'll probably put it on from time to time, but he'll appreciate it.
Old Spice.
It's materialistic.
That Avon Wine Country, that's what she getting you, that Avon cologne, because that it's on sale around Christmas time. I used to sell it, and she bring it to you, and you know damn well you don't like the way that smells. What are you doing?
So again, he's gonna appreciate the gesture. He may not like it a whole lot, but he'll appreciate the gesture. me, I'm gonna like it, but I'm gonna appreciate it, but I may not like it. It may not be something I put on my body because again, I'm used to a certain smell. But again, I'm gonna appreciate it because it's the thought and the effort. I'm keeping it in the buck. I may not like it, you know what I'm saying, because it's just not my flavor.
Okay,
but again,
which is worse? A woman who was expecting that bag that cost $5,000 and didn't get it.
I'm not lying for shit. You're gonna appreciate it. You're just not gonna like it.
Let me finish.
I was answering Jessica.
So
go ahead.
Just first. She tells you she don't want this bag because this is not the bag she wanted, and she being honest with you. Or the man that takes the cologne and says, I probably won't wear it, but I'll tell her thank you because it was a nice gesture. I'm gonna keep lying to her and never wear it around her. So when she asks me where that cologne at, and I tell her I don't know, she's gonna get pissed. Which one?
I'm guilty. I ain't putting on no cologne.
Flip that on you, boy. You walked in.
No, I'm just saying, like, again, I'm speaking truthfully. So again, women, if I'm speaking truthfully, again, for me personally, I can't speak for all men. Me personally, I'm going to appreciate it. I'm not going to necessarily like it if it's not necessarily my flavor and my swag. That's just me 100.
Tell her that it's not your flavor or your swag.
But shouldn't she know me though?
No, you're not catching it. She knows that you love cologne, but she cannot afford the one you have.
Right.
You're not gonna tell her you don't like that one.
Right.
You're gonna just keep it. And
but he won't buy it for himself.
I'm not gonna say nothing because again,
so this is why I say this, okay? Because when you're in a relationship, communication is huge, right?
Yeah.
I personally would rather you tell me, now, Tish, I appreciate you going to get me cologne, but this does not smell good on. I don't like the way it smells. I'm not going to wear it, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it might kind of break my heart a little bit, but then I know that the next time I won't pull that on you.
Right.
I'll find something else that's more that you like. But
I'm a third. I'm one.
So here's the thing. So even with that being said, so if you're going for a cologne, and you're not, if he's looking at the one that he likes, whatever, quote unquote, and you can't get it, that's quote unquote fine. But at the same time, if you know that, if you know your dude, if you're around your dude, then think about what you would like him to smell like. Because 9 times out of 10, if we're with you,
she probably loved it.
I was about to say, what if she liked that?
She probably said,
well, here's the thing though. I'm gonna keep it a buck. You correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know too many women who are gonna like, the Walmart cologne.
Okay, but
I never really heard like, hey, like, yo, he smells good, whatever. But again, if you can find something that smells good, saying, and he likes and he appreciates whatever, like, then yeah, he's gonna wear it for you. I guarantee he will do that.
You just said you wouldn't.
Yeah. No, again, if it's Walmart,
I'm giving you a hard time. I'm giving you a hard time. It's okay.
No, I get it. I'm here for it. I'm not running. I'm not ducking shit. So, Tisha, are you gonna get your man some Walmart cologne?
No, because I know I don't like.
So no, but two-pick. I don't
like Walmart.
Yeah, right. So that's what I'm saying. So two-pick. So, but are you gonna go out and go get him the most expensive cologne?
No.
Good. So if you find something within the middle that you think that, hey, yo, I think, hey, babe, I smell this. I thought maybe it might look good on you or might smell good on you, whatever. Again, if it's something that is going to, again, like to his nose, whatever, and if he likes it, he's definitely going to appreciate it because, again, it's something that you women are underneath us majority of the time. You get what I'm saying? So if you find something to where you think like, hey, I thought about you, that's another way even to how to mind F him. You're like, I thought about you. I think that you would smell sexy in this. You would smell delicious. His egotistical ass can be like, oh, shit, well, you okay. But he might put it on from time to time.
He better wear that ride.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He gonna put it on. He like, okay, cool. He may, even if he don't like it, saying he gonna do it for her. Okay, well, I may just do it around her. You know what I'm saying? But again, so if you're talking, and I hear Jessica in the comments talking shit, but if you're a real dude, you're gonna have more than one fragrance. I don't lie about shit. Okay. Calling me a liar is offensive.
Look, what y'all got, she ain't here to defend herself.
I know, but it's niggas always doing dumb shit.
But you know what? If he don't have a cologne collection already, why would he request her to buy him the expensive type of cologne?
So ain't nobody requesting. Ain't nobody requesting.
I was just asking if she just wanted to buy it. See, mine
because Adoration was saying basically, what if what does a gift to buy a dude? So if you're pretty much paying attention to your dude, if he's in cologne, like you said, if you know your dude and you see that he has a cologne collection, then hey babe, I think this might be something that you can add to your collection. You don't go get him no damn body spray, you know what I'm saying, from Bed Bath & Beyond, because the nigga's not gonna put the shit
Wait,
on.
hold on.
It's her money though.
Because I had got my friend the beard thing and the body spray and the lotion. Don't sleep on Bath and Body. It's a nice gift. It ain't cheap.
For me, it's not necessarily my flavor, you know what I'm saying? Because again,
haven't been
but it's her
collection that they got.
I know, but again, some women will get their shit from Walmart. They'll get some body spray, like, hey, here goes the Axe.
Well, that's what you getting for your birthday. Jessica already done got it.
Yeah, you gonna
hey, if that's the case, then she ain't gotta give me nothing. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, I make my own money. I make my own money. I can go get my own cologne. You know what I mean? I got my own collection.
You heard that, Jessica, right? See, that's how men be doing. That's how y'all be flexing. That's what I'm talking about.
And that's how y'all mess up. That's how y'all
my own money.
Wait, and that's how they mess up that I was thinking about you gift. That's how
right. No, because let's be honest, my sister's exes, we did something for one of my sister's exes. We tried to do something. And it was actually my idea. That's the thing. He thought it was her idea, and he was all,
Jessica ain't never got me on cologne. Stop the lying. Who talking about lying now?
You should know your man. I was offended, like, backwash, because it was actually my idea. But then my other sister's boyfriend was like what you said, you got to get to know your man. You got to know what I want. Like, you should be knowing your man. He's like, I know you. But then I was like, you don't know that the gift you got my sister, she didn't like it. She took it and said, thank you, oh my God. But she didn't like it at all. It
goes vice versa. Adoration goes vice versa. We as dudes, we definitely got to get to know you women, because again, the worst thing that we could do is get you something that you just don't like, and then to sit there and
you're gonna know what we like.
Most of the
I was about to say,
you got to get in tune, man. You got to ask. Like for Tisha, if Tisha likes the 49ers, then I'll go get her some 49ers stuff. I ain't gonna bombard her with it, but I might go get her like a 49ers shirt or a jersey, you know what I'm saying? Or the one thing that Jessica did get, she got me like these Laker like shot glasses. Those things are hard, I bring them out, you know what I'm saying? But for me, I'm not necessarily like a body spray person though. For me personally, I can't really rock the body spray.
Try it.
And I'm good.
She might lay on you a lot more.
You're supposed to body spray then lotion.
So I can smell like the next man, you know what I mean? Like
no.
So again, D. So I don't know. Again, for me as a dude, I was schooled like, hey, you got to find that fragrance that works for you, and then you rock that. You know what I'm saying? So again,
sometimes it's a couple of sprays. It ain't just
right.
No. So again, so D. Yes, I'm trying to talk as a man. You know what I'm saying? Because I am one.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But a dude's gonna have more than one cologne.
He definitely, and he's gonna probably have a beard spray or maybe a after spray, after shaving spray. There's a lot of come on, we got to get your game up for real.
No, I'm gonna keep it. But I don't have a beard to shave, D.
But I'm not saying just the
Not,
men.
He
I'm saying
dumb.
they
I mean,
got you
just
shave
because some of the women
nobody.
you do, I
don't
don't.
shave at
I'm just
all?
saying.
Okay,
Right.
do you shave your head?
No,
you cut
I
your
don't do
hair?
that no more.
So after you get your hair cut, you don't go. When you wash your hair, are you just using a regular old Walmart shampoo, or are you trying to get a nice shampoo that has a scent to it? Because there's other ones out there.
It just
Are
depends.
you using the shampoo, conditioner, soap?
That part.
The 3-in-1, the men's
Well, what do you
3-in-1.
say, Nolani?
She asked
Using
you if
shampoo,
you
conditioner, and soap.
Act special.
Hold on, I can't hear. I can't hear.
You using shampoo, conditioner, and soap?
Nah.
See,
Body soap. Yeah, you do the 3-in-1.
we gotta help you.
I have soap and I have shampoo and conditioner. I don't understand
Do
that.
they all match? They all have the same scent?
Huh?
Do they all have the same scent?
Well, the shampoo and conditioner have to, you know what I'm saying, but not necessarily the soap.
So then you just said, why do I want to smell like the next man? Well, that's smelling like the regular next man, just like soap. Why you don't want to come in with some type of fragrance and have your
But
own
I got cologne though, you know. So again, I
Did
have.
you put it on at night to get in the bed?
Nah.
Okay, then that's where body spray are. Even don't, and I say this too. Don't
Like I said, it's my preference. It's just my preference. I'm not really a dude with body spray. It's
Well,
just
maybe
not
you
my
should
thing.
try that. Your woman might be on you a little bit more.
Hey,
Oh my
you know, again,
you may not have to worry about the next. I'm thinking about you gift.
I'm waiting on Jess's comment. Like, I'm seriously looking at the comments.
You may not have to ask her to give you a body rub. You may not. You might get your feet rubbed.
Oh my
God! Body spray.
Try something. Bruh.
There's some body sprays that smell so good. You sleeping on body sprays,
right?
They have to be honest, cheap.
You don't know. Just like y'all don't know how to put that lotion in between them toes and that body and the shoulders and everywhere.
Yes.
Y'all just want to hit the arms and elbows. No, come on, I'm gonna need you to get, up under.
What type of dude you fucking with, D?
Niggas that smell good that make you want to be up under them.
Yeah. D is over here. Y'all just do the certain.
Put a pin in it because I'm educating you right now. They make me want to call them in the middle of the day and tell them I'm thinking about them and what else I'm thinking about.
Yeah, so they can spend money on you. They're
not about to spend money. They smell nice. You start thinking about it.
I'm just saying though. I mean, there's a lot of
mind.
Right.
She makes you want to be around her.
I say so when we're talking about questions, there's a lot of questions I have. But again, that's just me. Again, my preference. I'm just not a body spray type of person.
You might learn to be. What's the difference?
So, like Cheryl said, like oils and scents, whatever, that. That's I'm into those. I'm into oils and scents. You know what I'm saying?
That mother's got a nice oil too.
Huh?
Say, what's the go?
They got a nice oil too.
Yeah.
For your hands throughout the day, and when them hands get crusty and ashy when you at work, you can spray that oil scent on there. That lavender vanilla.
David said, smell good. David says, I'm an expensive. I like Tom Ford and shit. You know,
yeah. Yeah. Real good. Who's that now? Who's that on there?
Someone you can't afford.
Oh, you know. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me break something down to you, baby, okay? Because we can play big bank, take big bank, little bank right now.
With all these women.
You ain't fucking with his bank.
No, we talking about you right now because you're not understanding what's going on over here.
No, I'm saying you ain't fucking with his bank.
You ain't.
Sorry to put you out there like that, bro. Sorry to put you out there like that, bro.
Just put all his stuff out there.
Right. And he gonna try to play me like he know mine. You know what I mean?
No, I'm not saying you a scrub. You ain't a scrub.
Definitely not.
I just shouted out your business, man. Come on now.
We grown up in here.
Okay.
I shouted out your businesses, D.
Yes, we grown.
Yeah, he did. He shouted out your businesses.
So anyway, anything else?
We're gonna have to having a summer party. No other guys allowed to stir and no other girls.
Hey,
right?
Yeah, we're gonna call it the slump. I like that.
Oh, so David talking his shit. You said I might win that bank. I know you would. I got money on you, bro.
But I'm not talking about his bank. I said your bank. You downplayed me. He didn't downplay.
I wasn't downplaying. I'm talking about his.
So I'm saying your bank. Because you ain't know what mine is.
So
David, David, stay slow. Stay right there, babe. Don't speed up. I'm talking the third.
He sped up. Those ain't talking to me, but I mean, we still trying to see what you is though. So
we
I
ain't
mean,
worried about that. We don't want to the money right now, boo.
I'm just saying though. I mean, we want to go there.
Everything stay done.
Oh, okay.
Everything. It's nothing for me to drop it.
Okay.
I stay laced.
Okay.
I didn't want to flex, but
what is that? The jewelry from your wall?
Don't even play, boo.
I'm just asking.
That's
you know
another
what I'm
thing
saying?
you need to understand what Pandora is. You need to learn what that
Ooh,
means.
Pandora.
No, I'm just saying. Was the jewelry from your wall?
You know, no, ain't got nothing to do with that. Read. Look at it. That's Pandora, boo. Learn it.
Oh, that's cute.
Maybe you could. Maybe just you could go ahead and hook her up with that.
That's cute. Nah, I ain't gonna do all that.
Oh, see, we know,
good, David.
We know because
David says, but I don't care about the bank. I'm just saying I like expensive fragrances.
We got you
too. We got you, David.
We knew
Third threw you in there.
We just asked.
We knew.
Yeah, I knew what you were saying.
I'm about to go in here and show. I ain't even gonna do that. I was about to go in there and show the whole collection of the perfume, but I ain't gonna do that to third. We're gonna do that after we get done.
Oh, okay.
And then maybe
like
you know what to buy, Jessica, like some Dolce & Gabbana or something like that, and everything.
Oh, that. Okay, we can get that at the store. But anyway, so yeah, I'm just starting shit.
Where's Quez?
That's a good question. I don't know where he's at. I'm trying to stall before we get into the other stuff. I'm waiting for.
I hope he's okay because we didn't think he was gonna be this late. So and he
he said he was like 30. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I hope they safe.
Right.
What happened? Why is there a storm
anyway? So going into the next topic though. So the next one that I've seen that was on there is it wrong for a pastor to live lavishly? And this is the clip that has came up. Hold up a second, y'all.
When I always, come from the hood and then I go to church and I'll be like, Mama, why we driving in this? And Pastor, we just gave him my $20 for my lunch.
And that right there makes people not even want to come back.
Exactly. I'm like, why the pastor
got a Mercedes
living better than 90% of the people in the church?
What would be fair then, I would ask?
I mean, to me, what I feel like what would be fair is that if you're going to use God and you're going to have people to give you money for God, then
my life should be changing.
Yours. I feel like we should all be on the same playing field. If that's really what the goal is to preach God and
the prosperity gospel.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about people who have
seminars and all that stuff they selling online?
Scam.
But they not using God to get my money.
100.
They ain't using God. They not making me feel like, okay, if I don't do this, God is not gonna love me.
The pride of man is really on display right now, and it's frustrating people who know what it really is. It's like, nah, we're not.
You want your pastor to be fresh.
Yeah, you know
what I'm saying? But it's like, come on, man. We know such and such in this church. We know she's struggling. We know she got 5 kids. We know she's a single mother. Yeah. And it's like,
let me ask you this. If you had a better house than your pastor, would you try to help him, or would you be like, God got him?
I'd probably say, God got you.
See how it turned? See how it turned?
BP.
On the theme of money, do you guys agree or disagree?
I neither agree nor disagree because I've been to both types of churches. I've seen what he's talking about. I've seen what he's talking about. I don't think you can count other people's money and be like, "Oh, I'm not richer than you." But I've been to churches where the number one sermon is "Give me your money." So I understand what people are talking about. I don't think you should give your last $20 to a church.
No.
Especially when you find out what they're doing with it. We were the top givers in the church at our church before we left for Thailand. When we came back, we were in a serious spot. And they collected a lot of money for us because people in our church was rich for some reason. And most of that money didn't go to us. And we found out those thousands of thousands, tens of thousands of dollars that we gave didn't necessarily go to the people. I remember one night we collected money because the house burned down. So it was a little family, a guy, wife, and a daughter. And they collected all these thousands at church. We were one of the people dropping 1,000 in the pot. And then that night, my dad still was getting him a hotel room. And I'm like, well, why are we getting him a hotel room? Because didn't the whole church just collect $20,000, $30,000? So I know what he's talking about. But if it's a pastor who's a normal pastor, should you be counting his money? No. But no, I know what he's talking about. I've experienced it. So yeah, I know what he's talking about.
Anybody else?
Hey.
No, I know.
Can you hear me,
Oh, somebody else gonna say something? Because I can go after.
No.
Because I've been talking a lot through the podcast. I've experienced it too. So if the pastor if that's all they're doing is doing God's work through the church, then I think that there should be, you take care of your pastor, but I don't think it should be taken over in abundance, meaning that your church is suffering while you are living high and lavish and don't have to worry about anything. But I didn't see, I've seen other pastors do that where the sermon was a lot of money. But I've also experienced a lot of my church is my dad was my pastor and my dad worked a regular job. My dad worked a regular job and still came to church on Sunday. I had Bible study and stuff like that. Like he wasn't taking a salary from the church. Now, some church members might have felt that, they gifted, here, take this. And he would still be like, no. But they'd be like, no, I'm gifting this to you. And that's fine. But if you're just fleecing your flock to make sure that you have the largest house, you have the biggest car, you have all that, then that I have a problem with.
Preach.
Preach. Does anyone remember the preacher that got robbed during church service?
What?
That young guy, that got held up.
Didn't he get arrested not too long ago, if I'm not mistaken?
He did.
Yeah, I mean, he was shicey,
right?
But so he was at some little tilt-up church in New York, and he got robbed. But I think a lot of people think they can buy their way into heaven by tithing like they tithe. And like Mormons do it. Like Mormons, it's about works. Because it's a long story, but me and the Mormons. But I used to like Creflo Dollar, and years ago, when Channel 9, when you used to have to turn the TV knob, and was it a couple of years ago? He said he needed a G5 jet so he could fly to his other church, which is 65 million. He had the negrosity to just stand in front of the church and say, "Hey, well, me and his wife named fucking Taffy of all things, me and Taffy need a G5. No biggie. Just donate your money so that we can fly to our other church. So no, and then it's like Joe Osteen when that hurricane hit and he didn't want to let people come stay at his brand new minty church, and people were drowning. People were dying and drowning, and he didn't want to track their muddy, poor feet into his precious little church until he got shamed into it.
Wow.
And he opened the doors after the fact. So for me personally, I feel like I do my works in the street. I do my stuff on a one-on-one basis. I can't give you my money. I don't need someone to read the Bible to me or tell me about that, because I think a lot of people, we have the Jonestown people that literally drank the Kool-Aid and died. So there are a lot of trusting people that want to have some understanding of this world. And there are a lot of wolves out there willing to fleece you and take your money, and shame on them. I hope they go to hell with gasoline draws on.
That's the truth.
Damn.
Yeah, I hope they do.
He did not lie.
Because it's terrible. That's the shame on you. People starving, eating dog food, but sending you all their money. Especially the old heads that really tied their last.
Right.
Yeah, and it's not supposed to like when you tithe and offer and give offering. Of course, you take care. You have lights on in the building and things like that in the building that needs to be paid. You can't turn lights on and the light bill's not being paid and things like that. Right. But it's supposed to be a place where you store it in your storehouse. So when someone in your house, in a church house, needs it, it's supposed to be there for them. Yes.
Well, you would think, especially now.
And they're right. There's a
you think especially now, as much as people are in need, there'd be more food banks from the churches still.
Yes, right.
I mean, because groceries are just, people out there like selling their body for like cabbage and cheese, prostituting themselves, for some milk for their baby. It's just, and these are people that are working poor. literally working poor people that after you pay your car payment and your car insurance, your $9,000 a month gas bill, and somehow you're expected to be a civil, sane person and not want to tear shit up. You know, that you're asking a lot. You're asking a lot of people. So well, for a lot of reasons for me, because being raised in the home I was raised in and how I was treated because of who my mother was. And I explored many churches on my own. And I just kind of came to my own personal conclusion that I'd rather tell you my HIV status before I really talked about my spiritual thing, because that's my choice and that's my faith that I have. But you're not about to just get 10% of my money. Who said that? I've kind of went through the Bible. I haven't seen that joint where the pastor needs 10%, and some people ask for your churches ask for your W-2. They want to see what your earned income is to see if you're tithing.
I think that's a little extreme there for the W-2s.
There's some churches to be an active member. They want to see what your yearly earnings are, and then they put you on blast in the church on the pulpit to ask you for your money. Now that's nerve.
You gotta be kidding me.
What?
So
I can't wrap my head around that.
Real time. Yeah, real time. A church, matter of fact, Edward, someone you work with went to a church like that. This is years back. It was a black church up Van Buren, like you're going up towards Orange Crest. There's a black church there. And they went to visit, and they said to become a member, they had to show their W-2.
That's crazy.
I think it's called New Hope.
Yeah, but a way to look at, well, every church is not the same, and every church don't operate how it's supposed to operate in the Bible. We know that. Okay, but it does say in the Bible that a tenth or your first fruits are supposed to be given to the Lord. So it's not to the pastor. You might as well say to the Lord, right? Facts. Yeah. It says it in there, and I looked it up because I don't like quoting things that I don't know for sure.
Right. It's the interpretation of things.
100%. It's interpretation. 100%. So the reason I'm saying this is because it's sad, because church can do some good. It does a lot of good. When you find that right church, that's a Bible preaching church, it does a lot of good. A church that's not trying to take you for your money, it's a lot of good to be around like-minded people. It's just that for those who are out there that have experienced it, like this is why at the minute that you feel that there's something off, then I agree. You might not want to be there and start doing things on your own. But the way you can discern that something's off is you need to get in that Bible and find out if it's matching what the Bible is saying. And that's how you're able to discern if the preaching that's coming from the pastor is coming from the Bible itself. Right. And if something is off, then you need to reach out to somebody else, because like you said, interpretation, right, is 100%. Yeah. And how we read it can necessarily not even be 100% the interpretation, interpretation that's coming from the Bible. So this is why it's good to find someone who is Bible-based and preaching and everything else, and not doing those things of fleecing and taking money. And every sermon that they talking about is money, 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 bring me your money. Because that first fruits and everything it's supposed to be for God, but also too, remember the lights got to stay on. The water got to keep running.
Very true.
Like that. So that's what you have to kind of see it at that aspect. But if it's a bunch, like I said, if your church is hurting and your pastor's flying in from God knows where, I'm like, when I first heard that, I was like, whoa. So are you bringing church members from one state to the other to come visit? Like, is it being used to transport those that want to come visit your church but can't? Yeah, I had questions. I'm not even gonna lie.
Hey, everybody do. All right, hold on. Before I start getting into it, shout out to Angie. Hey, how you doing, Cheryl? Cheryl says, I think if someone who is your end customer got your money, then how are you gonna hate on them? I'm not sure what she really means by that, but then she says, read your book, Why People Hating, because they hating. Get your money too. Stop. I'm not sure what you mean. Jessica says, I went to a church who asked for a social security number. I was out after that.
Oh, no, I've been gone too.
That sounds like a cult. That don't sound like a church.
I know, track star. I ain't drinking no Kool-Aid.
That don't sound like no church. That sounds like a cult.
Yeah, exactly.
I heard that.
No, but the Bible literally addresses this, though. And I think it's in Judges, where it's like, God just straight up was like, look, he's like, for all, because they had their little temple and, you know, they had their, you know, priest, just like we gotta have. And he was like, why is the temple falling down and y'all dressed in your new, whatever they used to do back in the day with the little cashmere, I don't know what they called it. He was like, you're not gonna take one more penny out my pot. He's like, that money is to have food and stuff for the orphans and the widows when they need this and that. He's like, don't take one more penny. Fix my temple and don't take one more penny. Because, and that's just happening again and again and again. So God did address this in the Bible, where you have these leaders taking and, you know, decking themselves out, decking out their wives. One pastor, he had a celebrity wife. I mean, this guy's just like, and
celebrity wife,
struggling. And there's no food in the temple. And like I said, we were actively giving. I think our total for one whatever was like $60,000. We was giving.
Wow.
We were rich.
That's
we
crazy.
were giving. And God told my dad, don't give one more penny to that church or I'm drying up your whole business.
Yeah, he'll give you just, he'll talk to you.
One more.
He'll talk to you.
God will tell you straight up.
He will talk to you in a language you understand.
And the language, listen, and when we came back and we were in a time of need, we found out, because people keep asking us, did y'all get the car? Did y'all get the TV? And we're like, what car? What TV? And they're like, I knew it. Everyone was all mad. I'm like, what's going on? They're like, I knew it. We got to see for ourselves. God put us in the position so we could see for ourselves what he was seeing when we were the top 10 givers, invited to the steak dinner because we were the top 10 givers. Listen, I'm not there's a lot of good churches, but take your money and take care of people.
And at the end of the day, they're going to be held accountable for it.
Oh,
they are definitely going to be accountable for it, and karma's going
karma.
Don't play with
So
God.
my question is to y'all. So what do you guys think of like the Creflo Dollars, the Joel Osteens, the Bishop T.D. Jakes of all? You know, so what do you guys think of these people? You know, because again, they actually have money. They live lavishly.
I don't think
they're not getting my money.
Yeah, but that's why I don't think. But also, too, they write books, they do seminars, they do all that other stuff. I personally do not attend their churches, so I don't know what.
I would never.
I'm not on their board of whatever, so I'm not sure exactly what goes on with the people in their church. I don't know anybody personally there, but I know that they write books and do other things too as a source of income.
Right. I have attended Joel Osteen's. I do like him. When I went to his church, and to believe it or not, he have a lot more of Black folks or Africans that go to his church a lot. And you know, he's very genuine. His wife does have a lot of other side businesses that they do. And for people to say that he didn't want to open his church at that time with the flooding, he did, but his house was flooding. And you have to know the dynamic of Houston. His church is right in the middle where that's the whole area that floods downtown. So people couldn't get down there. He couldn't get there. His staff couldn't, you know, things like that. Now, moving on, Creflo Dollar, I ain't with that. First of all, he need to get rid of his jail record. Get rid of that, because I have a problem with that. When you put your hands and do abuse, I don't believe in that. And as a pastor, if we can attend your church and we can learn how to talk when we come to your church with respect and know how to curb our mouths, why can't you curb your hands? That's what I don't like. So I can never.
I'm gonna have to get educated on that. Cheryl says, here's what I mean. She says, $ preaching is what Black folks want to hear. If they equate a pastor is making it, we all making it.
I don't agree.
I don't know.
Elaborate a little more about that. Like, elaborate a little more, because
she's gonna have to get on to verbalize it, because I'm not understanding the text with that one. You know what I mean? It's subjective. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we can sit here and interpret it all day long, but I mean, I'd rather hear it from the horse's mouth as opposed to typing it. You know, but it's going over my head. You know, call me slow, but
well, I guess like some people want if the pastor is looking well, that reflects well on them as being like, they want their pastor to be, you know, have the nice car, have the nice house.
Now look, this is how interpretation works, because this is mine. See how interpretation works? Prime example. I took it as the more you see your pastor prospering, that the church might think, oh, if God is blessing him, he can bless me too. And the more I see him, getting money, these nice cars or whatever, God's going to bless me the same way. Now, if I'm wrong, or anybody else on here is wrong about how you interpreted it, then you might want to pop on, because See how all the
Right.
different interpretations are happening?
Yeah.
And I had something different.
I took it that way, but then I'm thinking like maybe, but that,
Yeah,
I don't
I
think
was
that
second
could be
guessing
true.
too. Mhm.
Like, because a lot of people, you know, they know in the churches, you know, I see a lot more people that will fall on the church and act like the church is supposed to take care of them when they hit hard times all the time. You got to do some effort. You know what I mean?
Yes.
These are
amen.
your issues. You know, you
Right.
got to do better planning, better thinking, better preparing. You can't go on to church every single time. And I've seen it all the time in my mother's church. And I just be like, you know what? They playing y'all. And it's enough is enough. And then when they needed air conditioner, they didn't even have, the church didn't even have the credit for it. But then you got them coming in with a new car, but you couldn't pay your rent and you asked them for money.
Right.
See, that there's things like that that I look at, and I just be like, sometimes,
Yes,
you know,
ma'am.
yeah, pastors. I don't like the pastors that get up there. They got all these rings on. They trying to preach to you, and when pastors come up like that, I don't want to be around. It's too much. You're too flashy for me. And then that's when the ones be talking about money too much, or they want to pass that offer and play it around again because they didn't get the amount they wanted.
Right.
Tithes, offerings, special donations.
Building funds.
Yeah, that building
Oh,
fund.
the building funds, and the building never gets done.
No, Lonnie, you got any 3 cents you want to add?
No.
I love her.
She was brought up under
a pastor. I only went to one church, so I don't know.
Right.
Brought up under my dad, so
Yeah. My papa pastor. I only been to one church.
Right.
That's the only church I go to.
That's blessed.
Yep.
Shasta's out here, baby.
Yep. And Cheryl said we're wrong. The only reason why I said that they equated on how the pastor is making it and they feel they can make it too, because she said if the pastor is making it, we all making it. But if the pastor is making it off the backs of the individuals in the church that's not making it, then he's not making it, he's taking it.
Right.
No.
Right.
The problem is being a pastor should not be like a way to fame and status and money. Like people, they become an NBA player. And nowadays, it's like you become a pastor. You can make people give you money. And it's like they go to cemetery school. They learn how to talk. They learn the words. They learn how to get people's feelings. Then the pastors be switching churches so that, like, my people are done with me, but I can get more money out of your people. And you can get more money out of my people. It's a special guest thingy. After a while, I've seen the whole
girl. Yeah, I
whole plan.
I done been through, and some of the stuff I've seen as a child actually kept me from not wanting to go to church again.
Wow.
And I did not go back to, like, I didn't feel comfortable being in church again until my dad became my pastor. So
because again, with that being said, you trust your dad. You know what I'm saying? You trust your father.
Right.
And there, not even just that, but also there was a lot of, because he could have, just like anybody else's pastors have children,
right.
My dad
He
could have done the same exact thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But he showed something different, and he's preaching from the Bible, and it's aligning with the Bible. It's not that, he's not throwing his own interpretations in there and switching the words around to make it fit a certain narrative. That's where I felt comfortable, because trust and believe, I love my dad to death. But if I was feeling some contradictions, I probably would have stopped going.
That's really of you to say. I appreciate that, because I think at the end of the day, it just equates back to trust. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think why certain people get heartbroken when it comes to like pastors or whatever is because they feel like, hey, if you're doing God's work, then this should be somebody that I trust. And so once they break that trust, then I think it becomes a thing where they have a negative like outlook when it comes to like churches and preachers and stuff like that. But some that you hit on the head, Tish, was that some of these buildings, I mean, they gotta pay for lights and electricity. They gotta pay for the air conditioning to keep you cool. They gotta pay for certain things as far as food or even clothes. Like I know a church that has a whole has a whole like pantry, dedicated to like people like who are struggling, like single mothers or single parent households, or people who don't have parents who don't have jobs. They go out and try to feed the homeless. But at the same time, I mean, so would you look at them different if they didn't have money? Or if they did, so there's people who are actually doing it. And they. I don't know. It's a catch-22 because I get why certain people would look at pastors in a negative way, but at the same time, there is a backstory behind it. There's a justification behind it, and I understand like both sides of the coins, but I don't necessarily think it's wrong.
Why would you need $100 million home? You know, as a pastor, why do you need, you know,
So would you
tens of
respect them
million
more
dollars?
if you live in $100 home?
100 million.
No, I said so.
$100
Would you
million.
respect them if you lived in $100 home or a 300,000, whatever?
Well, it's not a
I'm just
matter.
giving
Well,
you a
you
scenario.
haven't. No, having like wealth doesn't make you a moral good person. You know that's not, and that's, you know, you're not supposed to look. It doesn't make sense to look at people. That's I think a problem in America. People value people that have money over a regular person. So they think, well, you must have done something right because look at this money. But having money doesn't make you a good moral person. It doesn't, definitely not going to make me follow behind you just because you found some way to make money. Because there are a lot of ways that make money that are shady as hell. So,
True.
but I just think if you have a mega complex, your personal wealth, and they don't pay taxes, by the way. So we're paying taxes. They don't pay taxes. So we're supposed to give our little 10%. You're in your multi-million-dollar mansion, and a lot of things with the mega church guys, they don't even know the people in their congregation the way a small church would. They don't fellowship. The pastor does on a, you know, he's not out there. How could he possibly? But it's just like there's not even any real connection to your pastor because there's 15,000 people in attendance. So how could you possibly know what Mrs. Jenkins is in the hospital? That it's almost like going. It's like the
So for the ones
Disneyland
who,
of Jesus.
so for the ones who are more knowledgeable of the Bible, or even like within the history of it and the context of it, correct me if I'm wrong, but so when the Bible, we're talking about the biblical days within the times of like giving 10%. I mean, of course, there wasn't like, there wasn't like taxes and, saying like dollar figures. There was different type of things where it was like an offering, saying like where people were growing grain or they were sheep or cattle.
Can of
So
peas.
saying, so again, or they had shillings, which is like gold or whatever, or certain things where they're earning some type of income. So we're talking about offerings and 10%. That's what we're equating it to. So as we do know, so again, correct me if I'm wrong, like Teach, because especially your father being a pastor. So the Bible is a living, breathing testament, So again, it grows within times. And so time changes. So we go from, you're talking about shillings and using like the barter system as far as cattle and grain and gold and all this other stuff to where now you have dollars. So now here we are in the times where we have dollars, So again, it kind of goes back to the whole sense of your 10% of what you earn is 10% of what you give back to God. Not necessarily what you're giving back to your pastor, it's what you're giving back to God. But at the same time, but if you have a church home, if you're going into a church, then again, they have bills. So again, we've seen certain people, certain pastors who have, again, I've seen pastors who have literally given out in their own pocket. So they're not necessarily dependent upon the people, but they're giving along with the people to help pay the bills and keep bills on.
Yep. Because my dad pays tithes and offerings.
I was about to say he puts his own tithes in.
He pays tithes and offerings into a church that he's overseeing. So again, it's all in interpretation. You have to understand where it's going, where you're giving it to. And if and it even says in the Bible too, if your heart is not into giving the 10%, you're not obligated to give it. You don't have to. He tells you if your heart is not in it, don't get it. You might as well just keep it. Don't even give it, because if you're giving it with will intent, you're not giving. You're not giving at all. It's almost like you're being forced. So don't do
that part.
But you also have, like I said, you have to realize these are buildings. And that's where these men have $100,000, $1 million homes. I can't speak for all of them, but other ones, the church is a nonprofit. The church does not pay taxes. But if this man is writing books with his name on it, not the church's name on it, with their name on it, if they're having seminars with their names on it, not the church name on it, with their names on it, they're paying taxes. And that's that.
But they're probably money laundering too. They're washing money from one hand to the other.
I've worked on the boards at, like, I'm telling you, I'm not telling you from what I don't know. And I said some. Okay, I said some. Okay, if it's not under the church, it's not considered a nonprofit. The church is a nonprofit. Under the name of the church is a nonprofit. So if TD Jakes is writing books and it's under TD Jakes, that's his income. Now, whether he wants to give it back to the church or not, completely under him. If he's paying tithes on his earnings, I don't know. That's something him and God got to take up. But some of these houses that people are so quick to be like, oh, he got this $1 million home off the backs of his people. How do we know that? We're not part of his church. We're not working on his committees. We don't have any of those things. And assuming and creating these narratives are not Christ-like either. So that's why I said I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, he just getting all this money from his church. I'm not there. These people they write books. They do all kinds of stuff. They have Bible study books, or we can buy them and we can do Bible study on our own. They have all these things that they do to get extra income. We have no idea. None.
Right.
But that's why on, because I don't know how he runs his church. And then also too, when you mentioned how does he know if Mrs. Jones is sick? There's committees. They have sick and shut-in committees. They have all these committees that keep track.
I only brought that up because
so somebody.
I only brought that up because I saw it in an article.
Yeah, but
about how the mega churches don't fellowship with them.
I'm not jumping on you, not at all. Definitely not at all.
Oh no. I was just saying I only brought up the whole fellowship thing because I just read an article about how there's a disconnect in mega churches between because there's so many people there. It's not the same relationship as going to a smaller.
But let me tell you this, I went to a small church and still felt that's disconnected. So I don't think it matters. Just my opinion.
Well, I mean,
I felt disconnected.
Disconnected
some of them have committees that keep track of their elder, making sure that they have this. People who are in. My dad used to go to the prison. My dad used to go to the elderly homes and preach there. So there might be somebody in the church before my dad became the pastor. So there might be somebody in the church who this is their job to go reach out to sick and shut in and things like that. So I don't know because every church is not the same, but they can be a mega church that still makes sure that they have teams of people who are volunteering to go out there and make sure that the members of their church are okay and are receiving the word, are receiving food, are receiving help. I know churches who have houses to where if somebody needs a house, there's an empty house and they let them stay there rent free. I've seen that happen. So that's why I said don't.
Yeah, girl.
That's why I'm saying I'm trying to. I don't want everybody to bundle these mega churches and these churches into one big box because some churches are really out there doing their thing. But I'm not going to sit here and act like that. There's some churches out there who are doing their thing.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
I think it'd be irresponsible to sit up there and say that, that all of them are one way or one of them are all of them are another.
No
what
way.
I'm saying? Like, it's just reality. So just like, how Connie said, we seen about the guy who got locked up in Brooklyn. I mean, of course, saying that dude's a con artist, you know what I'm saying? But then you have, I've seen churches on the local level who are actually out here trying to actually help people, you know what I'm saying? And they're taking money out of their own pockets and they're doing it, But hold on, let me get to some of these comments real quick because I don't want to ignore folks. Hold up, Cheryl was like saying I've had certain debates with certain pastors who didn't understand that church was a business. She says revenue expenses equal profit, basic accounting principles. Melvin is in the comments. Pastors steal all the time.
True.
Cheryl says, so I asked if I call myself a church worship, if I call myself a church worship a pighead, I shouldn't have to pay taxes. Really?
That's Scientology. And I'm going to leave it there.
Yeah.
That's Scientology. As Scientology. They're considered a nonprofit. They fought in court because they were not considered like on the same basis of a church. They fought legally and now they're a nonprofit.
Melvin says Jesus would fight a bunch of pastors today.
Yes, he would.
Fight a bunch of pastors today.
They would get the Jesus slipper. They would get the Jesus slipper.
Melvin says church steal from the poor.
Not all
churches.
But yeah, the thing is, are we talking about too the church or the pastor? Because there is a difference. Like that church that I'm talking about, where there was a really bad pastor, there were some great leaders, some great elders, and some wonderful people. I mean, we were spending the whole church. We were generous. Like I must have been a bunch of black millionaires in there, but we were generous as hell, dropping thousands of dollars. Like he'd be like, "I want the $1,000. Who can give $1,000 for the family?" I mean, it was like 30, 40 people coming up dropping $1,000. Like it was black business owners all in the house. So they were generous. They were good. But because of the pastor, from top to bottom, the leadership was bad. Then it got better and better as it went down. Let's just be honest. So
and each one of those individuals gonna have to pay for, and they're gonna have to account for all the mess.
Oh, they are. Ooh, they are. Mm-hmm. They are. That pastor did some bad things, some really bad things.
So that's why I said I don't speak on anybody else because I'm only accountable for what I do. They are accountable for what they do, and it don't reflect me at all. So that's why I'm like, I can't speak for everybody as long as I make sure that what I'm doing over here is good because I'm going to be the one that has to explain it.
I fear God. I'm like, these people obviously don't fear God. They talk a lot.
Girl, nobody does no more.
Hey!
What's happening?
You come on when we get ready to go.
Y'all ain't going nowhere.
We waited for you for Joel. I mean for OJ.
Yeah, we saved your OJ topic.
Thank you. I was listening to y'all.
What you
doing? I was listening to y'all heathens on my way in.
Heathen. That's crazy.
Poor third was battling on his own.
Yeah.
Hey, look, he jumped on stage. Yeah, it's my turn. Is that what happened?
He said, "Tag your it."
Hey, I'm fine with it.
He couldn't take that heat.
I already knew he wasn't. He talking about he gonna be a fly on the wall. I told you,
girl.
I told
More
you
like a roach.
Okay.
Oh my God!
Took off and ran as soon as Quest came. He took off and ran.
The lights turned on.
Right.
And he still didn't come back.
No, he probably went to the restroom. He probably had to take a potty break.
Nah, he needed a breather from y'all. Y'all was up here beating up on my homie.
Tisha really got him.
I was just asking questions. Like he be playing devil's advocate. I decided to play devil's advocate today.
Look, I came to play advocate too because I'm trying to figure out why all these people think the pastor should be broke. You know what I'm saying?
Not broke. Who said broke?
And I will say this too. My father was a financial guy, and so he would come into the churches. I mean, the church he was at, and he was like, "Look, first of all, money from the congregation. First of all, I'm not gonna. Even if they did pay 10%, it's not enough to take care of this church. We need to do some businesses, like put some things together where there's going to be money funneling into the church, and try to set up a financial sector. Because, like Tisha said, bills got to be paid." And that's just the truth. We need to have money. You need to do different things, businesses, whatever that's going to be. My parents used to do cruises, like church cruises. You got to do stuff to make money. And I'm talking about separate from tithes and offerings. You have to do things as a church to make money because pastors should not be broke. I don't think pastors should be broke. Okay? I think that if you're a man or a woman and you got to take care of your family, and you're dedicating your entire time to the church.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And there's not enough money for that. You can't do that. You got to get that church up and go get a job.
Yeah, my pastor.
Agreed.
Because when my pastor put his hands on me, shoot, he made sure I had a $500,000 house. He made sure I was taken care of.
What?
That might be a different discussion, girl. That might be another.
Let me stop playing. Let me stop before you believe that.
It's a different kind of ties right there. I don't want to pay them ties.
I'm just kidding.
Well, you went to the church of Diddy, didn't you?
I'm just kidding.
That's not the church of Diddy.
Say it, no,
that is not no church of Diddy.
You don't want us
there. Boy, nigga, bless you.
I got bills to pay.
You don't want us there.
Right.
Let me stop. But it do be some that be acting up.
Save that for we're gonna save that for our slumber party session that we're gonna have.
Girl,
listen. There was a pastor who just recently got caught. His side chick, he got her pregnant.
She came in the church.
And they were like, he was like, I don't have to step down. I'm not stepping down. And the thing is, I've noticed there's a lot of people have gotten really puffy. Like even our pastor, when he did what he did to that underage girl, the audacity not to step down. Listen, it got shady. Woo! When I tell you, when we came back from Thailand, we were just like, our mouths were on the floor. And this nigga had the nerve not to even consider stepping down.
That's
he got arrested.
Yeah, you
got audacity. The niggo-acity. Is the niggo.
That's the new word of the day. That was the word for the day.
Ass is getting big. They're like, look, Diddy did it, so why can't I? I'm like, whoa. You like we all set and fall short. I'm like, it's like that, bro.
We gonna treat you
so
like
adoration. Is that in Thailand or was it? Where was that at?
That's in the U.S. That's in Baltimore, where it's ghetto.
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
I love it.
Bottom-o. She said bottom-o.
I love it.
I
love the
Bottom-o.
accent.
These people crazy. I mean,
I love the
like,
accent.
What's up, brother? Why you dip out when I jumped in here?
Third had to take a breather.
Hey, Melvin, we can't
We had
even
to
take
take
you serious. You gonna say
Melvin, we can't hear nothing you saying. You need to come on.
Yeah,
We can't hear you.
Shut up.
Diddy did it.
Look,
He said Diddy innocent. OJ did it. Pastors and robbed the church. No, you need to quit. No. You need to come on.
Right?
You look
But if
stressed
Third
out,
had to
brother.
take all of us, you need to come on too. Third took all females on here. We gave him hell, and he's still
And
standing.
we ate that ass. We ate that
No
ass.
diddy.
Oh my, not eating. No, I'm the ass eating.
So I got called a liar. I got called a roach. And then niggas
You
wonder
sure
why
did get called a roach.
You said you was the fly.
You're right. So when people wonder.
But I'm saying because you
so
ran.
people wonder
I'm saying
why.
'cause you ran.
People wonder why.
Oh,
But
you
I'm
have
gonna
no tissue.
I'm gonna play Martin Luther King on this one. I'm okay.
Right.
And when I start clapping, then folks want to start, oh, he's mean, he's an asshole.
Wasn't nobody clapping. We was asking
Ain't
you
nobody
questions.
clapping.
Negro, I'm not talking to you.
Okay, I was
He
playing
talking about me. It's like a little thing. He always come for me. It's like a little thing that's hidden.
I
But
was
it's
trying
always
to
about
keep
me.
the conversation intense.
Hey man, look.
It's always about me.
I ain't get
don't
to
have
hear
no
all
tissues,
that.
man.
Look, I
Somebody
only got to hear like the last 30 minutes, 35 minutes driving home, man.
Well, you missed the first hour because that's when he was getting it. The first hour.
Yeah, I missed that, man. You know, family game night turned into, Bishop. It turned into a service, basically. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to get up out of there, but it turned into a service.
Well, he needed to attend that service.
Damn.
Because we gave it to him.
Y'all get off my bro, man. I'm sorry, brother. I ain't mean to leave you like that. I even called ahead of time.
I was just playing devil's advocate. See, he couldn't do both today because it was just him, so he had to host. So I played devil's advocate. That's all I did. I did my part.
I'm sorry.
I did my part. It's just that I'm a woman.
I apologize. It's okay. Pote.
Somebody get him.
All right, OJ.
Damn. We going straight to OJ from
We
Pat.
saved it for y'all, but Melvin's not here. So it's like
Yeah,
I
they
watched
both-
documentaries last night because I don't know.
I'll be Melvin because OJ did it.
He was convicted the year before I was born, so I had to go watch the stuff.
OJ. OJ did it.
Oh, good. Yeah, let's get into it. Yeah, that's all I needed right there. Let's get into it.
Boom, I'm Melvin.
Let's go. We don't need Melvin. We got Consuelo.
I'm your Huckleberry tonight.
So here goes a recap from last week's show.
OJ.
OJ.
I don't know why Bruce had something to say. He needs to really be quiet.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, Bruce killed somebody too, so
He changed his whole text after he killed somebody.
yeah, he killed somebody too. But OJ is a problem though. We can't pretend like OJ didn't do it. One. We can't pretend. He did do it. OJ did do it. DNA was found there.
Listen, Mark Furman. Listen, Mark.
I'm not saying that he deserved to. Well, I'm saying he's a murderer. We can't pretend. And I
I'm
was glad that he
disappointed
got
in
off.
you, sir.
Wow,
I am
Melvin always talks like
Melvin,
this.
I am disappointed.
No,
in you.
so
What do
here's
you want
the
me to
thing.
say?
No,
I
you
want
can
to say the
you
truth.
can say exactly what you want.
What's the truth? What's
But
the
the
truth?
truth is he was
criminal
found
justice system is
No.
designed.
That we know the justice system is fucked up, right? So there's a
Oh,
lot of black.
man. Oh,
No, wait,
man.
listen, hear me out. So there's a lot of.
I don't know why I was talking like I knew something. I don't know nothing.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, caught yourself, huh? You know
What
I'm
up?
saying?
I'm
That's
not
right.
like,
That,
what? Who? Huh?
That's why we saved them clips.
I
You know
didn't
what I mean?
know.
That's why we say them clips to remind you. Sometimes you.
Adoration said he do a little bit more research, huh?
Did she do her research?
Really? Because I be
Bro,
honest.
Please do a little bit
the
more
name,
research.
bro.
What?
But after watching the documentary, I even understood why I was standing where I was standing, because for so long it's been a black versus white thing. But after watching 2 documentaries last night,
it's never been a black versus
What,
white.
what's your
It's been an
stance?
innocent
Adoration.
versus guilty thing. That's what it's been.
Adoration.
Oh, that wasn't what it was.
Yeah, that's definitely
That wasn't what it was.
Consuelo.
That wasn't what it was, because remember,
how many other times
before OJ was Rodney King.
Adoration. What is your stance? You never said that.
Hold on.
what I'm saying.
Wait. Okay, now go back. Connie, what were you saying?
No, what I was saying was, because I remember it because I was a young adult in my 20s when that popped off. It was Rodney King first getting the bricks beat off of him, and those cops got off scot-free. So on the heels of that, here comes OJ, and the facts were the facts. I mean, in terms of, he looked pretty damn guilty.
He's guilty.
And but the problem with a civil case has a lower level of proof, but when you're at a criminal trial, the proof of evidence, you have to have no doubt. So there are a lot of things that they shot down because Mark Fuhrman came up as a racist, because there were some inaccuracies, and like the one cop that had some of the blood samples in his car overnight. So there was a lot of mishandling through the whole thing. There's a lot of mishandling. So with, Johnny Cochran, they were able to create enough doubt. And that's the thing in a criminal case. Once you create doubt, once you don't have 100% belief that this person is guilty, that's how he got off. Now, did he beat the bricks off his first wife?
Yes.
The black one? Yes.
And
did he get a busted white chick and upgrade her with fake boobs and blonde hair in Nicole? Yes, he did. Yeah. Did he also never do a damn thing for the black community? He also didn't do that. So now he's guilty of a lot of stuff. Beating women for one.
Yes.
Beating women for one. He's documented. Two, he's guilty of not being a brother that reached back. He didn't reach back for nothing except to say bye, Felicia. That's what he reached back and said. And then three, he's mostly 99%. I'm gonna say after this point in my life, I felt he was guilty. He did that.
Yeah.
I felt he did it.
Respect.
He did that shit. He did that shit.
Yeah, you can go, Quest.
Yeah, go Quest.
So now we gonna lock out black men that don't come back and help the community. So when you go to court and you get off, now you instantly guilty in our eyes from this point forward. I don't see what.
Hold on. Let him go.
She said he did, because none of that had to do.
He did.
Hold on.
Him not coming back to help the community. Him beating on his black wife, giving his white wife titties. None of that has nothing to do with the evidence in the case, right? And let's point out some key things. In a case, if somebody comes and volunteers and gives you a blood sample, why are you riding around with it in your car? Like, let's start there, because we're not talking about evidence picked up from the scene. We're talking about a blood sample that OJ voluntarily gave them, that they're riding around with vials in the back of their cars, right? Can we agree that happened?
Yes.
I agree.
That's fact.
I don't think there was
no, that's one thing.
That's fact.
It wasn't a vial. It wasn't
OJ's lawyer.
It was a vial of OJ's blood. Because the sample.
Think about blood.
Hold on, Melvin.
Well, if we're talking about blood, blood doesn't stay liquid. Blood doesn't stay liquid.
Melvin, hold on. Go ahead, Quest.
So who's in the medical field on here? Because I want to make sure somebody can corroborate this. But when you take a blood sample from somebody and you have to keep it longer than necessary, isn't there a stabilizing material that you got to put with the blood so that it doesn't coagulate inside the vial?
Right. It goes straight in.
It's already in the back container. It's already in the back container.
That's what I'm saying. So the samples that were found at the scene had that chemical on them, right? When they took the samples from the DNA evidence at the house, why was that chemical in there? Because that doesn't naturally come out your blood, right? It has to be put into something for that to be there, right? So we'll stay there. Mark Fuhrman, who had several interviews stating that he's planted evidence on other black individuals. You know what I mean? He's on tape saying that he's done this before.
Right.
Then gets on the stand, and when they ask, hey, can you say that you did not plant any evidence? I plead the fifth. That's not an answer, sir.
And why would he?
That's simple. If I didn't do it, I didn't do it.
Hold on, adoration. Hold on, adoration.
Moderation.
I want to go
Why
next.
would he leave the gloves?
I want to go next.
Around the yard. That doesn't make any sense either.
I want to go next.
Right, because there's a whole lot of things that don't make sense, right? Yeah, you go to someone's house now. OJ, his glove don't fit now because I know this theory that's coming because he didn't take his medicine and his arthritis flared up. You know what I'm saying? And
wait, he had on another pair of gloves when he put those on.
He turned into Super Negro, and his hands grew like the Hulk. You know what I mean? Because he didn't take some medicine. But that same arthritis didn't stop him from stabbing 2 individuals to death and leaving with no scratches on his body. Because we keep forgetting that OJ, as soon as he came back from Chicago, the following couple of days, went to the police station. They stripped him butt-ass naked, took pictures of his body and everything. I don't know. If I got in a fight with 2 motherfuckers and a knife, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to have some scratches, especially when they find DNA under people's fingernails and their fists bloodied and bruised. That means they was hitting something or somebody, right? Let's just make this make sense. So the person we're accusing of doing this has none of these blemishes on their body.
He had a cut on his
hand. You guys admitted that this lady had some DNA under her nails that didn't belong to nobody at the scene. Her or a little buddy that was Taekwondo master that probably that probably could have whooped OJ ass because OJ was all this arthritis, you know what I'm saying, in his 40s, their 50s, and 25-year-old healthy Ron Goldman, who has a history of martial arts, was fighting somebody. They said his fist was bloody and swollen and all kinds of stuff. Somebody was getting punched up. Who is this mystery individual? That's all. Let's answer those questions, and then we'll talk about guilty versus not guilty.
All right, that's easy.
All right, go ahead, Melvin.
All right. One, the fact that there was the DNA evidence. I posted in the chat. The shoe that he wore.
The Ferragamo.
That type of shoe. There was only 300 in the United States in his size. It had that was at the crime scene, which when he was in Chicago, his shoes were with him, and so that was the footprints were in the crime scene at the Bronco and at his house. There's only 300 pairs of those shoes in that size. He lived minutes away from her house. Her blood was on his socks. The blood was on the Bronco. The Bronco was missing. He was waiting for his limo driver. He was late over an hour during the same time of the murder. That they lived minutes away. OJ, yes, he had arthritis. Doesn't mean he can't fuck somebody up. We pretend like old people. 57-year-old Mike Tyson is not about to fight a 27-year-old. Mike Tyson has back arthritis, CTE, fist arthritis, and a whole litany of other physical. But will still beat the shit out of a normal person, Taekwondo or not. He will fuck somebody up. So let's stop pretending like OJ, one of the best physical athletes ever, wouldn't beat up an average person, Taekwondo or not.
I bet you OJ wouldn't have whooped my ass.
Oh, yes, I would have shot him.
OJ wouldn't have whooped my ass. Mike Tyson, you got a case. Mike Tyson
I would have shot him. But OJ was a terrorist.
A football player.
Okay. Look at the statistics of domestic violence. People that tend to be domestic violence tend to kill their victims.
Yeah,
that is a true statistic.
And that was a thing for me too. Like hearing those 911 calls from
and she wrote in her diary that he was gonna kill her.
He was beating her ass,
and he was
breaking in her house and beating her ass.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie.
It's documented. It's documented.
He did not break in her house.
No, he didn't. I don't know about breaking driveway. I don't know about breaking in the house. But
one of those incidents, he did bust into her house.
I don't know about that. I remember hearing the 911 call. He went over there, beat her ass, and then the the same LAPD or whatever.
Guess who the cop was that went over there?
Went and took pictures and got autographs from him.
Hey, guess who that cop? Guess who the cop was that went over there?
Who?
It was Mark Furman.
Yeah,
Mark Furman. And Nicole told him, "Don't worry about it. Take your ass home."
Yeah, but
that's how Mark Furman knew where OJ's house was.
Yeah, but
that's how Mark Furman. That's the whole story. Mark Furman's like, let's go tell OJ his wife did.
Do you know how far she lived from OJ?
Minutes.
5 minutes.
It wasn't minutes.
Yeah.
So if you're scared of him, why are you living right close by him?
I'm sure he
you could live in a
house.
whole nother state.
He's paying the bill.
I'm sure your abuser would buy
if
a
I'm
house
scared
close
of my
to you.
abuser, I ain't living nowhere near his ass.
I'm sure your abuser would buy a house.
A lot of ladies
He's paying her bills.
Hey, he was paying the bills. Remember, we were talking about money earlier, right?
He's paying the bills.
And this is 1990. This is not.
Can we
This
stick
is
to
not
the point?
now.
'Cause this is what happens.
Okay, y'all go with your theory.
This is what happens when you use white supremacist talking points. You try to deflect.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
Hey, we going there. Remember, this is a white and black thing. Remember, so that's y'all on the white side.
Well, it's not cool. How about a black person that denies their race? Because OJ said, "I'm not gay."
Hold up. Too many conversations at once.
I'm on science. I said,
hold on.
His hair was found in his beanie.
No question.
And OJ barely had any hair.
Toes. All right, Toes. Second, because Quest was on something. Okay, go ahead, Quest.
I'm just saying, y'all turned this into white and black. I clearly said it wasn't about white or black. It was about guilty or not guilty. Y'all said we made this white thing because Rodney King got his ass whooped. And then them police got
no, but that was the history of how it went down. That's the precursor.
Connie, let him get off. Let him get off.
But what does that have?
He just said it twice that word. He just reiterated what he already said.
But what does that have to do with a murder case? That's my point. None of that has anything.
It has everything to do with it.
No, it doesn't.
It does with
how many times have niggas gotten their ass whooped by the police and Ray got arrested next week and still took his black ass to jail? Cosby
that was the
went
point
to jail.
OJ got off.
No, Cosby went to jail. Goddamn, everybody loved Bill Cosby.
But that's after OJ.
How many women he raped? That was still Mr. Huxtable. You know what I'm saying? If we're gonna use that logic, y'all take Mr.
That's after OJ though. After OJ, niggas was going to
y'all taking Step in the Name of Love to jail? Y'all taking Chocolate Factory to jail? Like
I know.
He's pissing on little girls. Yeah, he needs to go to jail.
Look, this is on the backs of Breonna Taylor, Tamir Rice, all these other unjustified killings. If black people really felt like we should let murderers go, there would be a lot of free niggas running around here. Let's be honest. Let's just be honest.
The
black
culture
people are the most just people in this society. If you want me to tell you the truth, we are the most just people when it comes to this system. We the only
culture now, Quez, is different
of justice. Period. We don't play no games when it comes to justice. When we see you guilty, take your black ass to jail.
Right.
That ain't our business. We gonna mind, bro. You should
right.
have did it. But now, when you on the other side, the system of white supremacy, we know you got a whole island over here that you fucking little kids and all your senators and congressmen then been to, and we got pictures and videos and names and lists and all that. We're not gonna worry about them. We just gonna grab a couple of dudes so y'all to stop tripping. Then we're gonna let the rest of these motherfuckers go. That's the system we talking about that's so fucked up. But somehow the one black dude who didn't do shit got away with murder.
But one of those lawyers,
you know what? Ain't no statute of limitations on murder. If they find new evidence, you can always be tried again.
Right.
Point blank. So
not if you were tried once.
Not if you're acquitted. That's called double jeopardy.
It's called double jeopardy. You can't go. You can't go back to
jail.
jail.
You can't get him back on that one.
And so that's why he wrote a book saying, "If I did it," because
if I did it,
going to stop him.
He wrote a book because he has some goddamn greedy ass white supremacist dad who won't let the fucking verdict go.
And when you're talking about
to steal everything and fuck your kids.
When you're talking about
and in the book was alleged. The book was alleged.
It don't matter if it's
guess what I would do?
It's in poor taste anyway.
It's
in poor taste.
It is in poor taste.
It is.
Listen, Melvin.
You can make money off of it.
Listen, Melvin.
Why not?
Listen, I want you to listen for a second. let's put this in perspective. I just lost all TV endorsements, record deals, everything that I had access to feed my family, right? Now I got these kids whose mama is dead, so I have to take care of them, period, point blank. Then I got greedy ass white man Justice over here who saw that I was not guilty and still wants to take all my money, even after I'm dead. Now, let's throw that part in there. Now it went from what he got judged for to let me put some interest on it, right? But fuck your kids. So somebody come up to you and say, hey, look, I know you can't get no money right now, but I know what white people will love. If you write a book that's there, what you would do if it happened. Yes, motherfucker, I'm writing the book.
Why not?
But he couldn't make any money from that book. He couldn't make any. That money he made would go to Goldman.
No,
the money goes to Goldman.
That book was in his children's name. Ron Goldman ain't got a dime from him yet. That's why he mad. That money went to his kids because guess what?
That's what I'm saying. But
ain't taken from the kids.
It's funny, Quez. It's funny you said the people running around on those islands. Alan Dershowitz, he was one of Trump's lawyers, one of OJ's lawyers, and he was the same person was on Epstein's island. So and OJ hung out with Trump. They all hung out in the same damn circle.
Not in jail?
So
why are they not in jail?
Why are most of them not in jail?
I know.
That's the point. When you have
Alan Dershowitz lost his ability to practice law.
Think about it. Any of us that got accused of murder, any of us that got accused of murder would have went to Chicago and arrested our black. They wouldn't ask us to come. He had 4 days.
Yeah, he got celebrity treatment.
4 days, and he got to turn himself into his lawyer, Robert Shapiro. None of us would have got that leeway. They would have snatched our ass up. And then the other thing is, what happens? I don't know anybody else that when accused of a crime and have kids would say, I'm going to kill myself and run away from the law. You'll be like, fuck that. Bring me to court. I'm innocent. I'm going to run away and I'm going to kill myself. That sounds like murder-suicide, like most guilty people.
Melvin.
You don't see that often.
Melvin, where was he going?
You tell me.
He was headed north on the 405. I think if I was going to run, I'd probably head towards Mexico.
But why would you come back?
Hey,
if you were going to run, why would you come back?
On the 405 at 37 miles per hour.
But the point is, why would you come back?
Chase where I'm going to kill myself.
Why would you come back? Why did he land and then do that stunt? It makes no sense.
Okay, but Melvin, if you're a black man,
he was on an antidepressant, and you know, there's a lot of side effects when you're on medication.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. There's a lot of things about that case. There's a lot of things on that case, both sides, both on the prosecutor and the defendant.
There was
case
witnesses
that did not
saw
make
him
sense.
dumping things at the airport after the murders. There was witnesses that saw him speeding away from the crime scene.
But
where were those witnesses at though?
They didn't get the. Yes, there is. Look, Google it. They didn't get to testify because they sold their story. I don't know if
you ever got witnesses for, Melvin. They got witnesses that say that they seen 4 white and Hispanic males running away from the home around the time of the murder from the neighbors. From the neighbors that live there.
Right.
Now I don't know if you've been to this area.
There's a lot of evidence. I don't know if you guys been to trial or not, but a lot of evidence don't get put into the trial.
Exactly, because
there's a lot of exhibits
by both sides, right?
Right.
No, the judge is the deciding factor. A lot of people wanted the evidence in there, and 2, you got to look at the lawyers. OJ has the dream team versus 2 new prosecutors.
You mad?
No, I'm not mad. I don't.
If my life is on the line, nigga, I'm going to get the best of the best.
Exactly.
So that's not justice.
I'm not taking a public pretender and y'all
that's not saying whether he's guilty or
Double
not.
life.
You're only guilty to the level of what you can pay for.
This nigga ain't got the dream team.
No, I'm not mad.
Right.
I'm saying he paid for the dream team. He paid to get off the hook because one of us, we can't afford the dream team.
Melvin. I don't have a dog in this fight because again, after adoration, I had to go back and watch the documentary. But let's keep it a buck though. he paid to get off. I don't necessarily agree with
So
that.
if
He
if you
paid for
pay
lawyers.
your
He got a
lawyers
bunch of
$5 million,
lawyers. Melvin.
so you're telling me answer this honestly.
Hold on.
Answer this
Let me
honestly.
speak. Let me speak.
Would a
Let me
public
speak.
defender
Let me
be as good
speak.
as John?
So, like I was saying, no, like I was saying, I'm gonna let him get off. No, I'm gonna let him get off, but we can't overtalk each other, yo. So the thing about it was that O.J. Simpson paid for some lawyers that proved beyond a reasonable doubt that he didn't do it. They couldn't prove that he did it, so I can't necessarily say he paid to get off. They did what they were supposed to do. They proved that there was some doubt in the evidence.
That's what they did. That's what they did. They put doubt into the jury.
And they did a damn good job of doing so.
They did their job. That's what they're supposed to do.
That was my whole point. That was my whole point.
So are you mad at the lawyers or are you mad at the jury?
No, they did their job. What I'm saying is if OJ was afforded a public defender, they wouldn't have been able to do that amazing job.
If you was afforded a public pretender for jaywalking, your ass
So
going to jail.
and I'm saying justice doesn't always matter on if you did it or not. It matters on how much you can afford to defend yourself. Because there's a lot of people, especially black people, in jail that can't defend themselves because they got public defenders. That is just a fact.
With you wholeheartedly.
So when you have the dream team, your likelihood of getting off is higher. That's all.
That's
I'm
why
saying.
he hired him, nigga.
Of course.
That's what lawyers do.
If I had the money and I was accused, I would do the same thing. But
in
that's my point.
Calabasas, I'm going to get the best of the best, sir.
And that's my
I'm in
that's
an
my
all-white
point.
community, and I'm a black man that just killed 2 white people allegedly. You goddamn right. And,
right.
Hey, I'm selling the kidney if that's what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? We got to get this done, baby.
Not the kidney.
Essentially, the thing about it is, I'm about to pull a Quez real quick. The thing about it is 2 things could have been true from this case. So on Melvin's standpoint, yes, there's a possibility that O.J. Simpson did it. But then on Quez's standpoint, there's a good possibility that, hey, the evidence was planted and that maybe he just didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? So again, the lawyers did what they were supposed to do, and they broke down Chris Darden and Marcia Clark. They broke them down. As a matter of fact, they had Chris Darden looking stupid. You know what I'm saying? They had him looking stupid. And the simple fact that Mark Furman got on the case, got on the stand and lied and said, I never said the N-word. But then the one they called him like the Perry Mason of the crew. This dude had tapes. This dude had tapes of him using the N-word and saying, hey, you know, I want to go to South Africa so I can beat and kill niggers and not have anything done to me or whatever. He was on saying this, right? So then when they asked him, you know, saying certain questions, I plead the fifth. Just like the Perry Mason lawyer said, if you did not plant any evidence, it wouldn't have been a thing of, okay, well, I plead the fifth.
He pleaded the fifth on everything, though.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's the point. After he incriminated himself, it didn't matter.
Yeah, because he lied. He
pleaded the fifth. Because it was like,
plain advocate. If he perjured himself on one thing, what makes you think he didn't perjure himself on the other?
Think OJ perjured himself when he said he didn't own a pair of those shoes. They have him in the interrogation saying, "No, I don't have those same shoes that were bloody, and that only 300 pair exist in the United States in my size." No, they were the same. They were the right size.
The shoe print.
No.
But can I say something?
OJ said he didn't have them, and there's pictures of him wearing them.
I got you, Adoration. Hold on.
Documentaries where people are subjugating the evidence. You have to go back to the case files because the shoe prints found at the house were a size 9.5. I don't think.
No, they were 12.
No, OJ wears a 12.
They were size 12. That was the footprint, was the size 12.
Go back to the case file. That's what I'm saying. You know what's wrong is before the real police showed up, Mark Furman was already there, right?
It was Mark Furman and like 2 other people that went to the house.
Weren't on duty.
The detectives that went to OJ's house like 5 or 6 hours after the murders.
No, I'm talking about at the murder scene. Why was Mark Furman the first person there before any other police?
I think he was at the house. I think it was at the house, not the crime
Dang,
scene. I don't
Quez
think it was one
Cochran.
of the.
I'm just saying, I'm on my Johnny
Quez
shit.
Cochran
Right?
over here.
You know
I
what I'm
get
saying?
what you're
Like,
saying.
He was. I don't think he
prepared,
was
son.
one of the first people on the crime scene. I think he was
Yes,
Bullshit.
he
one.
was. Yes, he
Bullshit. He
was.
was the first, not
He
one
admitted
of.
to that.
He was the. Now,
Okay.
one
He,
of and
he admitted to
the
that.
is two different things. He was the first person there. He was reported by the arriving officers as he was already on the scene when we got there. How did you get there so fast, Mr. Furman? Were you already there? Were you trying to frame
I don't
OJ
think. I
because
don't.
you like to
I
frame
have to look
niggas?
up.
And
I don't think. I
OJ
don't
is
know.
over here enjoying some of this white delight, and now you mad about it because she sent you home
White
when he
delight,
beat
huh?
her ass.
Not
and now
the white
you got
delight.
an issue, so
Yes,
let me go frame this nigga. Is
Hey,
that what happened?
hey, hold on a sec, y'all. Hold on a second. We
The
had two
white
people in here who
delight.
have been quiet. Adoration.
Yeah. I forgot her question.
Now she's like,
Poor
Did
baby.
you
Yeah, no, I
have a
mean,
question?
my thing is this. Like I said, Melvin, Quez, because to be quite frank, I said after hearing the story, and the reason why I brought up race was that I said the reason why I had an opinion last week, like I knew something, was because I'm used to that being a race thing. I never knew what happened in the case. All I knew was white people tried to put a black man in jail, and black people fought back and won. That's all I knew. I grew up knowing that because it happened the year before I was born, right? But after watching the case, both are, I'm not sure exactly what happened there. He was beating her ass. That's on record. That's for sure. However,
No doubt about it.
that crime scene was definitely, I can't say staged, but it was definitely, some of it was staged. Definitely. Because who murders a person in cold blood like that? Drags them out, blood everywhere, shoe prints, gloves. Who does that?
An
Nobody in
angry,
the world.
an angry
So,
ex.
Never.
There is countless.
No, wait though.
Hey, my
There's
personal belief,
countless.
within 25 minutes, I don't believe one person did it. I'm sorry.
But
You know what I'm saying?
No, I doubt OJ acted alone.
I mean, how long does it take to kill somebody? With a big ass knife?
20 seconds.
I never kill nobody, so I'm not a murderer.
20
I
seconds.
can't answer.
I mean, if it's a big knife,
in cold blood,
20
are you
seconds.
gonna drop your gloves on the ground and be
yeah,
like, here's my
bam.
glove? There's
If
another
you're in a
one.
rush,
Oh, shoe prints. I mean,
Melvin, you're
you
being
have
disingenuous,
I hear you, Adoration.
I'm not.
Put them in your pocket. You're not gonna be like,
I'm listening,
some blood,
Adoration.
some
I hear
blood.
you, girl.
I mean, that's the part when I'm like, this is, and one juror said that, you know, one of the jurors, they were there for 9 months, by the way. One juror was saying like, some of the evidence was clearly planted, so we know that's true.
I
We
don't know
know
about
that
that.
part is true, and I'm
It's
not
just-
saying that means he
I
didn't do
agree
it,
with some of that too, because it just was just
nobody
dumbfounding to
does
me.
that.
Like, who
Yeah.
commits murder and
It's
then
like-
spends all that time on the scene trying to
Exactly.
Like,
Let me
I'm
cut some of
out.
my hair,
Not that I would
What-
murder
hair down
somebody, but
there.
I'm
Well,
gone.
well,
Like, why would I
what do you
still
think
be
was
there?
there? What do you
He
think
done
was
ran.
there?
Look, they got
Say what?
footprints behind the house.
What
You done
was
murdered
there?
her
So
in the walkway, so then you didn't murder her, ran around to the back of the house to go check and see who's looking back there. Then you ran back to your fucking car and then got in your car, went home, changed
And
your
almost hit a
clothes,
lady.
got dressed. Melvin, come on, bro. Don't be disingenuous. You was in the military. How hard is it to get blood off of you, Melvin?
it's easy. It depends.
Bullshit.
It depends.
But
It
he had
really
time
depends.
though once he got to
It
Chicago.
depends.
So,
From a
no.
It
Hold on
depends
a
on
second.
what. It depends on how long it's been. Because if it's right away, you can get blood off pretty easily.
Yeah,
That's the
if it's still, yeah.
if it's
So-
right
I
away. But
know.
if it's been a while, you're done. That
But here's
blood
the
ain't
point.
going nowhere.
So my question is this. So hold on a sec. So my question is this. So if he did it right, and we saw the murder scene, it was so bloody, everything. There's
Right.
blood on the front. So when he got into the car, how come there wasn't more blood in the car?
They found
right.
blood. They found blood on the outside of the car.
No,
They
no,
found blood
Melvin,
on the inside.
Melvin. I'm
Were
not
there
talking
shoe
about
prints
little.
of
I'm
blood,
not talking
though?
about little droplets. I'm not talking about little specks. How come there
There
wasn't
were.
more blood?
There
If
was
there's
not
a shoe-
little. There was a
listen,
lot.
Melvin,
There was a whole
Melvin,
lot.
if there's a shoe print of blood at the house, why wouldn't there be a shoe
A
print
shoe
of
print
blood
on his
Blood
pedal.
in the car.
There was
Yeah,
a
really.
shoe print in the car. The shoe
No, it
print in the
wasn't.
car had Ronald Goldman's blood on it.
No, it wasn't
Yeah.
even a whole. They found some
You have
specks
A-
that
and
you
if you're
can't
stepping,
see
if you
with the
step in
naked
mud
eye.
and
If I
grass
step
and you
in
run
blood,
away,
Boys.
Melvin,
Come on.
you on bullshit
I'm
now.
not
Bro,
bullshitting.
I
I'm not
can't take you
bullshitting.
serious if you're
I'm-
gonna be
Look it
disingenuous.
up. Look it up. It takes. They estimated.
Did you see the pictures from that crime scene? You know you're talking to the right one, right, Melvin? I'm just as intellectually versed as you, and I study. So you mean to tell me this man cut two people's necks from damn near decapitated both of them,
almost
pulled their neck, pulled their tongue through their neck? You know what I'm saying? That doesn't seem like a crime of passion to reach up to somebody's skull after you done slit their throat and pull their tongue out and pull it down through their neck to leave it there laying in the middle of the fucking walkway to bleed. And I don't care what nobody says, as a father, period, point blank, knowing that my fucking kids is in the house, I'm not gonna leave a dead mama damn near decapitated in front of the fucking house. And it would have made more sense if OJ would have had his kids.
OJ's kid was at his house.
Listen, hold on.
They were in that fucking house. That's why they kept saying the son did.
No,
that's the only other theory they can come up with, is that the son did the shit. But I'm not gonna let my kids wake up to their mama fucking bloodily murdered. And I would at least took them around the back and put them in the fucking car and took them home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'd at least did that as a father. I can't stand your fucking mama, but I'm not gonna let y'all wake up in the morning looking for some goddamn Fruit Loops and come out to the front yard and see your goddamn mama decapitated on the front lawn.
Right.
No real father does that.
But that's
I don't care what you say.
No real father beat your mother.
Hold on. I gotta play advocate. I'm in on the sideline. So, for Quest, to play advocate for you. Hold on a sec. So, to play advocate a little bit, Quest. So, yeah, you're right. A normal father wouldn't do that. We're talking about OJ. Now, the one thing I can say about hold on a sec. No. So the one thing I can say about OJ is, as great as he is as a football player, there is some stupid shit that he did as a person, and he is very, very narcissistic, and he's not living on the normal playing field as far as reality. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I hear what you're saying. I'm not negating it, but there's normal fathers, and then there's OJ Simpson. Remember, he's not black. He's OJ.
And then when I look at
how I combat that,
I'm not saying that he wasn't. I'm not saying that he wasn't a good father.
Where was he at earlier that day, though? Where was he at?
He was with the kids.
Exactly.
What does that mean?
So I never said that he wasn't a good father.
Right.
There's good fathers. Then you said there's OJ. You did imply that he wasn't a good father.
Let me clarify.
I told you about Johnny Cochran today. In the spirit of Johnny, all you niggas can get it.
No, you forget it. So again, what I'm saying is,
I'm with you, Quest. I'm riding the passenger seat.
I'm with you.
It don't make
the theory don't fit. You must have quit.
Right.
The theory fits. The theory fits.
The way that the murders, how they were laid there, they said it was like a mafia style killing.
It was.
And if he's doing two of them, what the other one do? Stand there waiting their turn?
Right.
Make it make sense.
You ain't gonna run.
Nobody caught. Nobody caught.
If you attack, Ronald Goldman died of blunt force trauma and then was stabbed. So if OJ's in the bushes, jumps out.
I didn't hear that. I just watched the documentary last night. Ronald Goldman didn't die from blunt force trauma. He died from being stabbed. He died from being stabbed in the side, and he bled out.
But there was blunt force trauma. So
not to him. It was blunt force trauma. No, it was blunt force trauma to Nicole. She got hit first. The police detective just stated she got hit first inside the head, and she fell. And then that's when whoever stabbed her like what? I don't know how many times, but it's like. What did he say? Like 34? It was a lot of stab wounds, whatever. And it went and it slit her neck. So then Ronald Goldman, whatever, I guess he's seen this, tried to run away. He got stabbed in the side, then he got stabbed, whatever, and then he got slit his neck. But then at the same time, there was no blunt force trauma to Ron Goldman.
What I saw was they said there was. What I saw there was blunt force trauma.
So she couldn't get out. The gate was locked in. He tried to get out. He couldn't.
Playing hide and seek. I'm hiding somewhere. You have to fight to get me.
It's too small. The walkway.
Ron Goldman fought like a G. Ron Goldman fought like a G.
He was fighting.
Don't do Ron like that. Ron didn't go out.
Think about this. If you're
a
killer,
somebody's ass. Somebody got them hands.
So what happened was he
didn't. Why Ron Goldman was going to the house?
Think about this.
Ron Goldman, hold on a sec. Ron Goldman was going there to drop off some glasses.
Take her sunglasses.
That's a really nice restaurant service for you to bring my mama's glasses back.
Hold on a sec, please.
Exactly.
Please.
Exactly.
He was dropping off some cocaine too.
That's what I said.
Okay,
that part too.
So he did try to run out.
Cocaine and get some head.
He did try to run out, but he did try to run out, but again, he couldn't get out because the gates, whatever. That's how he seen him slumped over like how he was. But he did try to fight back, though. He did, because he had stabbed him to his hand.
I heard this.
He had stabbed him to his hand.
I heard what I heard was
watch O.J. Simpson Made in America. Watch that.
I watched that a long time ago.
The thing I saw said it took 15 to 20 seconds. They believe the attacker jumped out and attacked Ronald Goldman, and maybe Nicole was scared shitless, didn't do anything, and then they went over to her. Then he tried to get away, and they went and hooked him up. And it said it was
all that happened in 20 seconds.
Yeah,
you stabbed somebody 30 some odd times in 20 seconds. Then go kill another motherfucker. All this within 20 seconds. Tell
if
me
they're
how
already dazed, if
you
hit if you jump out,
capable of stabbing
he got you on that one, Melvin.
It's gonna take me longer than 20 seconds
to
stab you fucking 40 times, Melvin.
No,
I'm more than capable. It's gonna take me longer than 20 seconds to stab you.
It won't.
Times.
It really won't.
Did they ever do toxicology on them?
It won't.
On Nicole and Ron Goldman, were they high and drunk? Does anyone know that?
I don't know.
I mean, y'all had
okay,
y'all knew all
so your reaction time is slower.
Yeah.
Your reaction time is slower if you're intoxicated. So, and then remember,
it don't matter.
It does matter.
Is that I would
reaction
say
time
that
to what?
the defense
to getting attacked.
To defending yourself.
One at a time. One at a time. One at a time. One at a time.
Be realistic about this shit. The next time, listen. The next time the police kill somebody, I want y'all to have the same fucking enthusiasm this evidence and these fucking theories and what we should be looking at and what would make sense because we're just making up shit at this point.
I do every single time.
Now we need to look at
every single
toxicology. They hire drunk and slow their reaction.
Well, no. But that has something to do with it. This is a different
every puff of cocaine that they snorted up their nose slowed their reaction.
Well, Mark,
by
had a lot of time.
Seconds.
By the way.
Like, come on, bro. Let's be serious. If you getting stabbed, you stab me one time. I don't give a fuck how high I am, bro. We fight.
That's not
fighting.
That is not science.
If they hit the right artery,
that is not.
That's not the case.
That's what.
If they hit the right artery, you're down.
That's
if he stabs you in your carotid, he hits you in your aorta, you're gonna bleed out instantaneously. So you're not
I've been stabbed
with a big ass knife.
It don't have to
with a big ass knife.
Every stab hurts.
It has to. Well, not a hurt.
Hold on.
It has to be effective. Remember?
We're going off.
If I'm effective, I don't need to stab you 37 times. If I'm effective, I don't need to stab you 37
Well, remember he had that Navy SEAL training because he's going to do the Navy SEAL movie. So he learned a lot of techniques when he was training to do that fucking movie. Am I wrong?
At the end of the day,
am I wrong?
This is why he was found.
OJ,
hold on.
That's not super Negro.
Hey, Peace, hold on.
I have arthritis, but I bet I got some reflexes.
Two-pick, T.
Okay.
Okay, Tish, go ahead.
Had to walk off.
Tish, go ahead.
At the end of the day, this is why I don't know. I wasn't there, but this is why he was found not guilty. Because all this is not based on evidence, and you in court you have to have facts that are based by evidence. And regardless if he had a piss poor lawyer or one he was able to spend major money on, all y'all rationale, he still would have got a not guilty plea. I mean, so
not in today's technology, they would have fucked him up real quick.
Yeah, but guess what? He didn't do it
because they wouldn't have had to frame him, right?
No,
and from what y'all are saying,
DNA was barely in it.
It doesn't matter.
Let me tell you how they could have won.
Wait. I'm gonna say this and I'm done. We're not talking about the event didn't happen yesterday. It happened back then. So y'all have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that this evidence is evidencing, and it wasn't. Nobody was able to prove that he did it. and that's why he has a non-guilty plea. And my thing is this: court settled it, right? It's done. It's not guilty. So what I'm gonna say my point is, so anybody else like this Diddy crap and everything else with all this evidence out that's proving it, I better not hear that he's not guilty. I want that, like Quest said, I want that same energy when it comes to Diddy. I want that same energy.
Diddy's guilty too.
The same energy and the same. So if you want the same energy,
I agree.
then you're saying that OJ did it because the same amount of evidence is there for the same amount.
No, it's not.
Yes, yes,
no,
it
it's
is.
Melvin, let me
Okay,
tell you
so
what they
wait,
fucked up.
just take the
injustice. Every time you cheat yourself.
Brother Quest, I hear you. Just put a toothpick real quick. Let Melvin get off because
take the fact that wait. Let's just take the name.
Let Melvin get off because we don't want to hear that shit. Let Melvin get off.
No.
You know what I'm saying? We're not going to do this. Go ahead, bro. I'm just playing with you. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
If we take the name OJ off of the case and we look at a known wife beater of two different people, somebody that hates the spouse, somebody that there is blood evidence, somebody that was missing and was supposed to be somewhere, but their car was missing from where there was. Their kid didn't even know they left. They were supposed to be at home. In today's technology, they would have been found guilty. Period. There's people are found guilty with less. Back then in 1992, 93, nobody knew anything about DNA evidence. Nobody knew
it's
anything.
not even that, it's cell phone.
Yeah, exactly.
They knew a lot about DNA.
It was that DNA evidence was only 5 years old.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was new.
DNA evidence was only 5.
Quick question. Since we go in here, for the two OJ haters, you know what I'm saying? In the battle of,
being black doesn't mean you're short.
You gotta be a hater to
I
still
don't
try
hate
to convict
OJ.
the man in his death.
That's
not
true.
I don't hate OJ.
I put it this way. I'm glad he ain't my daddy.
Hold on. Go ahead,
in
Quest.
the trial of Super Negro, you know what I'm saying, with a lot of money, who paid for the dream team versus white supremacists who hate niggas and try to frame them. You know what I'm saying? In the trial of this, you know what I mean? Which one of y'all is gonna vote for reparations?
What does reparations have to do with OJ?
Niggas is done. You're not
I would vote for reparations.
I don't know. But see now, hold on. Let me put you on this one. Hold on. But you know what makes a real person when they stand up for what they believe in. And I'm not going to support someone that is even the wife beater. Let's take off the murdering. I don't support men that put their hands on women, which he was documented as doing, period. So whether he murdered her or not is a moot point. But what I'm not going to do is support someone that once he got out of his community, didn't reach back into his community. So especially someone like you that's so, wearing the kente cloth that used to be. I don't get like how you can support someone that beat women, period. On that part. He should have went to jail for the domestic violence. And what happens is when they get away with it, they won't end up trying to murder you, because I've had that personal experience myself, where someone that you trust and someone that you think is cool, and they come at you and try to beat the bricks off of you.
Look,
period. And that's
we got 7 more minutes.
This has always been my issue on this show, is that instead of looking at things objectively and using the evidence that you have in front of you, we are taking our personal issues and injecting
personal issues. Domestic violence is everybody's issue.
No, listen. I didn't tell you to support OJ because he beat his wife. Nobody agreed with that. Nobody agrees that we should support OJ as a wife beater. We never said that. We didn't say, hey, OJ's not guilty and go out here and beat up on some old bitches. Nobody ever said that. It never happened, right? We're not saying that OJ should have even came back and helped my black ass. I don't give a damn if he did or he didn't, because I was never expecting him to. I don't give a fuck how much money none of these other black men have. I'm not looking to them to come save me, right? And that's never going to be something on my plate to where I'm looking like, hey, shit, Dak Prescott, yeah, you just got a new deal, $170 million. We out here, baby. What you gonna do for us? But that's never my position. So I'm not gonna ride with that either. I don't give a fuck about that. But in a system that says you are innocent until proven guilty, why are we making somebody guilty that has already been proven innocent?
Okay.
So that's the nonsense.
Let me answer this question.
To conflate it with all these other women being
conflation. You conflated it with the same as a black and white issue.
Marquez,
I should say OJ is guilty because he didn't support the black.
Melvin, I'm gonna let you get off.
That don't support us. A whole lot of them. And I love Melvin, even though he's not qualified for reparations, he still supports the black community. I don't expect him to, but he done it. And he did it for my son, and I appreciate him. You still don't get no check, but don't worry. When I get mine, I got something for you. You know what I'm saying? Because you looked out for me. That's all I do. I look out for the cats that look out for me. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. We're not going to conflate the issue with sideline issues that have nothing to do with a case about a man being innocent, and we still trying to make him guilty, and he's not even in the grave. They done barbecued, bro. He is in a goddamn 7-Eleven cup somewhere. You know, no disrespect. He in an urn somewhere, you know what I'm saying, sitting on somebody's mantle. Bro is out of here.
Y'all, out of all black people in the world, I want him.
What I say, quick.
All right.
Connie, Melvin, your turn. Go ahead.
Okay, my point is, if OJ was really innocent, and we look at people when they get off of jail and found innocent, they're remorseful. This is the mother of his kids, as you guys were saying. Oh, he's a great father. What did OJ do after he was found not guilty? He didn't give a fuck. He got in trouble again. I'm scared of the person that did it. Made all these incendiary comments. Wrote a book. He reminds me of, what did George Zimmerman do after he killed Trayvon? No. But what do killers do when they get off?
No. So this is where I have to interject. I have to use my power of interjection
when they get off.
Hold on. I got to use my power interjection here. Hold up. This Negro went to jail for essentially trying to rob back his own personal items. I don't know what you're talking about as far as George Zimmerman. You can't equate the same two.
But again, third, wasn't this a question that said, how stupid could you be to leave this and that? How stupid could you be to rob your own stuff?
Bro, hey, I'm trying to get my own shit.
How sloppy was this? How stupid was this? Come on now.
I'm not going to jail for what? Having my stuff and my Heisman Trophy. Yeah, I'm going to try to get that back.
Melvin, we don't expect you to understand, but if you got some shit of mine, bro, I'm coming to get it. And I'm going to take it out your pockets, out your house. I don't give a fuck who over there.
And then you go to jail.
And then you go to jail.
And then you go to jail.
I'm fine with that. Yeah.
But
some shit is
but
about
the thing is, OJ didn't calm down. He didn't act.
Right out.
Oh, but let's also talk about that case, because he was definitely set up in that one. His friend set him up.
Name one way OJ was remorseful.
Oh, he was damn sure. So remorseful.
Name
for
a
what?
way he was remorseful.
Remorseful for what? Melvin, at the end of the day, he was acquitted. So what's he going to be remorseful for?
Being acquitted doesn't mean you're innocent.
Exactly.
But in his eyes, he was acquitted. He was innocent. So if a person is seen as innocent, why would he be walking around feeling remorseful? That don't make sense.
For what?
Because the mother of his children are dead.
Wait, but nobody ever said that OJ had 100% common sense. We already knew the brother was a little bit off. My thing is this: the court system found him innocent, and y'all keep trying to convict him.
But didn't you just say the court system was flawed?
I'm saying the man was found innocent. Y'all digging him out of the grave, literally, and recasting this case. It doesn't. It's a lot of energy focused on nothing. To me, this is how I see it. At the end of the day,
Edward brought the
topic focused on nothing, because everything y'all saying to me, a person who's on the outside looking in, trying to see, maybe he did do it. Y'all not presenting me with no. I came in here open-minded. because I have not seen the things in a long time. But the stuff y'all presenting is not concrete evidence. If I was on the jury, y'all would not have proven nothing to me. I can't use the fact that he beat his wife before because it has nothing to do with that case. I can't use the fact that he might have done drugs and everything else because it has nothing to do with this case. I'm not sure if y'all been on a jury before, but I have on a murder one. And there's certain things you cannot use. And your common sense, what you think that you might do in that situation, guess what? Don't bring that into the courtroom into the jury room because it's not going to work. You can't do that. So my thing is this: y'all bringing up this quote unquote evidence y'all have that has nothing to do with the case whatsoever. Nothing. What if he did this? How is he not remorseful? He can feel bad that the mother of his child is no longer here, and however he deals with it is how he deals with it. But feeling remorse, that's almost like y'all saying he feel remorse because he did it when they found him not to have done it. I wouldn't feel remorse if I'm found innocent. Yeah, I'm gonna feel some type of way about my kids because the parent is not there, but why feel remorseful for something you didn't do? How do you do that?
All right. If for the evidence, because you said it, the jury, if you have no alibi, he had no alibi. He was supposed to be home. He was supposed to be home. His car was missing, the same car that they found blood on. The driver that took him to the airport was waiting for an hour for him. His own kids didn't know he was home. So usually in the court system, if you have no alibi and you're the prime suspect because you've had a violent history with the victim, that usually draws inference to maybe you did it. And then when the blood and the DNA,
we are now at 3 hours.
Yeah, you can't use maybe on a jury. Sorry, that doesn't work.
So we were
okay. I've been on juries. I've seen trials. I know what the evidence is.
I was on a murder trial. I was there. So
okay, I got you. Okay. At the end of the day, I'm getting ready to wrap this up.
Mexico, sir. That shit don't count.
I'm getting ready to wrap this up. So at the end of the day, with everything that's been said, we spent the whole hour on this topic, an hour and some change. What does any of that have to do with the man dying?
Not a damn thing.
Listen. People are barking and I'm talking. So again, I'm saying. So again, at the end of the day, when you have people like Bruce, Caitlyn Jenner, good riddance, not knowing that this man actually has a family, knowing he has kids. The kids, we don't even know how they feel about the whole thing. The kids are the ones who lost the mother. We don't know what they think, whether he did or whether he did not. We don't know. But at the end of the day, you pass judgment on this dude saying good riddance, he was a horrible person. But for a Bruce, Caitlyn Jenner, you damn near about to cut off your balls. So you're about to have 2 deaths. And then you kill somebody else in the vehicular manslaughter. And so now all of a sudden you're passing judgment. But there's many.
He knew him though.
There's people over here rejoicing.
Caitlyn didn't know him. OJ didn't know.
There are people over here rejoicing over the fact that this man is dead. Good, yeah. But then at the same time, there's people who are showing empathy. And this is why this whole thing has been gotten blown out of proportion. Because again, now we're bringing up the whole damn OJ murder case for a man that just died from prostate cancer. Where's the empathy?
Agreed. That man had a family, regardless if y'all liked it or not.
Like I said before, I don't care that people die every day. I don't know anything about him. I don't know him. I don't wish anything negative on him. And that's that. But the evidence supports that he did it. And so that's all I said.
So why is that relevant to him dying? Why is it being brought up? That's the whole point. That's the whole point of this whole topic that I brought it up. What is the point of it being brought up when he's dying? Shouldn't it just be like, all right, hey, shit, OJ's gone.
That's what I said.
Right.
You did. I never posted anything. Not one post came from me. I make a million jokes. Not one post did I say anything bad about OJ.
I'll give you that.
Everybody, I did not. I said
we're not talking about you as an
I don't cheer anybody's death at all. Period.
No.
So I just
it is important.
Melvin,
something
we're
like that about
not talking about you as an individual. We're talking because we're all speaking for different sects of society.
But those people,
but more so to the fact when we brought up the OJ piece in the Ratchet News, you did say, "Oh, he did it." You did say it on this here show.
That's what I believe he did. Just like if R. Kelly died today, I'd be like, well, he did it. I don't wish death on him. He did it.
You wouldn't have
when
to say
Epstein
it.
died, I didn't cheer
the judge
Epstein's
found
death.
him guilty.
I didn't cheer Epstein's death. I just said he died and he did it.
They killed him in there.
They killed a lot of people. And just like the white cops that beat Rodney King got off, even though there's video evidence that just shows the system is flawed and fucked up. They had an 8-minute video of Rodney King getting beat up, and the white cops didn't get charged with assault, didn't get charged with anything. So that just proves that just because you have just because you did it and you have evidence that you did it, the system may let you get off.
So do you hate that he died
those
because
two do not.
he got
Look,
money?
you can't keep doing those, Melvin. Those don't equate, sir.
They do.
They don't.
The way
So
they,
police-
the way that it,
So
the
those
way-
4 police officers went and
they
hired
did it
to get off.
They did it and they got off.
But they didn't have to hire a team.
They didn't have to hire.
They had the complexion for the
That's
protection.
just the proof.
Why didn't they have to hire
There's a thing called there's a thing called qualified immunity that police officers have. So if they
Qualified
say
immunity, they were justified in the force used.
Please. I just said that. Said qualified immunity means pretty much that if they say, "Hey, that I'm doing this in the name of self-defense," then yeah, this is how they're getting off. This is how a lot of police officers got off. It's how innocent black men were being killed because of the simple fact of qualified immunity. It's so why I thought he had a gun when it was really like a cell phone, or I thought he had a gun when again he was running away. So how's he getting shot in the back? How is he a threat? You know, what I'm saying
At that time,
So this is what I'm saying.
time, third. That qualified immunity wasn't in play. They had a videotape, and they even said they did it. And if that was true, then George Floyd's killers wouldn't be in jail right now. The other 6 cops that tortured black men wouldn't be in jail right now. That was in Georgia. Their qualified immunity only goes to a certain extent.
They wasn't out here. Don't put them out here.
No, they weren't.
It was Mississippi.
So you want to
But
know what
Melvin,
happened?
we all know though that's white supremacy, and we know that slowly people are fighting for rights. That's different than OJ Simpson.
Adoration.
You hit it right on the head. You hit it right on the head, adoration. But you want to know something else to be true, though? We know something else to be true. The people who are in jail right now, their lawyers prove that these people did it. This is why they're in jail right now, too.
Exactly.
So there is that. So they prove without a reasonable doubt. They prove without a reasonable doubt that the person did it. So I mean, you can't have it both ways. But again, we were at 307. We were at 307. It's been a long ass show. So
shut your ass up. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't got shit to do.
I was just gonna say, adoration.
Over there by yourself.
It was about money and class and race. Money, class, and race are the determining factors of the justice system.
That's all I want to say.
Very true.
Before I get out here and then I'll shut up.
And I understand that.
I agree with adoration.
Hold on, adoration. Hold on.
But OJ didn't have white supremacy. And
but
we know
OJ hung out with all the white people and they cheered him on and they support him. It does matter because they gave him advantage. They treated him differently.
I understand that. But the reason why you have to understand this, because they were white people, right? They had white supremacy, money, and class. And on the other hand side, he had money and class. He didn't have white supremacy too. The point of the matter is this. OJ Simpson had to hire the best lawyers in order for them to prove his case, whether he did it or not. He had to hire the best lawyer. If he was a white person, or let's just say on the other hand side, they had what you're saying, money, class, and race. Nicole was somebody. Those people were somebody. So the point of the matter is that the truth is this, though. There's a lot of people who hate him, and I got to watch the documentaries to understand why. It's because a lot of white people, and I'm not talking about regular people. I watched it too. It was weird, but a lot of white people hate OJ because it became a race thing where they're like, how are we going to let a nigger, even who has a reason that could have possibly did, that there is a little bit of evidence here and there, off the hook. Because, and my biggest problem with the whole thing was that they did not look for the killer. They looked to put OJ in jail. And that's what I hate about our justice system when it comes to black people, because they're not trying to find a killer. They're trying to put OJ in jail. And now that he's dead years and years later, I'm still like, so who's the killer? Are we not going to dig for the killer?
OJ's the killer.
Stop,
They didn't try anything else.
Well,
They never considered.
it's usually if you have blood on the car that's missing and you don't have an alibi, that's usually a probable suspect.
Yes, look for another probable suspect. They didn't do that. They didn't look for any other.
No, listen. This is why I'm gonna fuck him up though, real quick, and then I'm gonna land my plane and get the fuck on, because I don't got time to argue white supremacy all day, because this is what I do. Majority of my life is argue white supremacy and deal with non-rational reasoning. So listen, first of all, they did have another killer. There's a well-known serial killer that wrote to the Justice Department that admitted that he killed them, right?
What?
One, hey.
Yeah,
oh my God. You didn't hear that part because listen, and he did. He wrote and said he did it. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. Let me tell you why they're not going to find the killer. Because if they find the killer, then they have to admit that they planted evidence when OJ did it. So why the fuck would I go look to tell on myself? Now, I'm not going to do that. We'll just let this go down in history because white people were cheering for OJ. My ass. Well, no white people cheering for OJ. We seen the video split screens when the verdict was read. Black folks was happy and white folks was mad as hell. So we're not going to pretend like there was a whole slew of white people cheering for OJ to make it. We're not going to play that game either.
That's true.
Later,
but
we're not
the point.
so
the point of all is the mob. The mob. How many times did the mob get off? And they had the best lawyers. Period. It matters your level of defense, how much money you have. The evidence is irrelevant sometimes because how did the mob get off? The mob got off for so long.
Your points don't make no sense.
They knew Al Capone assisted in
Freeway
murder.
Ricky Ross, didn't he go to jail? He was working for the CIA. They still locked him.
The mob. What brought down the mob?
They made a whole show about it.
The mob got brought down by tax evasion, not murder.
They still came and locked his black ass up.
But there's certain people. Of course,
come on, Melvin. We're not gonna pretend like the justice system is fair.
Okay. All right.
No, I said if you have a good lawyer, you're more likely to get off.
Meet me.
All you have to do is raise doubt. You just have to raise doubt, right? A great lawyer would raise doubt.
But that's what lawyers are for, Melvin.
Exactly.
All right. Okay. Hey, we'll put a toothpick in this.
No,
we will come back
exactly.
later.
You can do it and have a great lawyer and get off.
Yeah, you sit down too.
Come on, have some
class. Put a toothpick
in your brain.
Move out of the way. I'm just playing. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Too far.
I need a drink. Something hard, like I need a shot of Patron or something.
Dude, I need a shot.
I need a shot. That's no fear. You in Vegas, no, Lonnie.
I'm out of my tea. This is why I can't deal with it. I'm out of my tea. I need to go to the store. I need to go to the store. I definitely need some more tea. I need some more tea.
That's the problem. Okay, wrap it up. I feel your pain.
I need some more tea.
Hey, I was at church like, man, I ain't had a beer all day, man. What's going on? I had to wait to come on. Let's go.
I need it. I need a shot. Something strong.
I appreciate the conversation, though. For the people that's watching and think that like we real got some animosity towards each other, we don't. You know what I'm saying? My brother, D, Norlani, Adoration, Tisha, Consuelo. You know what I'm saying? We all.
Wait, but Third, are you okay for earlier? Are you okay?
Real conversation, huh?
I asked if Third was okay for earlier since we don't have no animosity. Are we good?
Yeah, well, that's, I'm talking about me. You know what I'm saying?
I know you are.
I'm my own OJ. You know what I'm saying? I can't be OJ for everybody.
Oh, wow.
You got to pick up your own knife and gloves, baby. You got to do what you do. You know what I'm saying? My gloves don't fit. I'm cool with everybody.
I came from all love.
If I did it.
It's all love, Third.
If I did have a problem, I would have stabbed all of you niggas, but I didn't. You know
I'm gonna fight you. My 5 foot.
You ain't stabbing nothing.
Yep, I shoot.
I shoot. I was about to say, and I got 48 hours to leave. Please play with me.
Allegedly.
But I would like to dig into the case and find out what did happen because I don't think. Looking at
don't worry, Adoration. I'm gonna send you some real untainted information.
I want to know who actually did kill them because the evidence doesn't really point to OJ.
We don't know. Nobody
we know
knows.
that it was easy to pin it on him because he was beating his wife. it was easy to pin on him. But here in the serial killer thing, how fast they were killed, how they were killed, and all the evidence.
Adoration. That's the thing. You can look it up all you want. Nobody knows concretely. That's the whole point.
No, but since this happened a year before you were born, go ahead and look it up, and you, because you're looking at it from fresh eyes and a fresh mind. So go ahead
without
and
containing white supremacy viewpoints. You know what I'm saying? Look at
wow. Okay. And on that note, hey, I'll be back tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm in the house tomorrow. I don't got nothing to do. I'm gonna do an after party. We'll come back.
Johnny Cochran wins again, baby. Johnny, hey, in the spirit of Johnny Cochran, I won again. I created.
Johnny Cochran died of a brain tumor.
And yeah, because he was thinking about how to beat white people.
I can't hear shit.
That's that toxicity building up in his brain.
How to defeat white supremacy so long it hurts. You know what I'm saying?
All right, y'all. This has been a good drop your 3 cents. We'll catch you later. We are out. Time tomorrow. We'll be here at 6 o'clock tomorrow.
And what we talking about? Because if we talking about this again,
all right, y'all. Peace.